Good morning, agents. How's it going? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully your nice long work week has been kind to you, unlike mine. I mean, anything that could have went wrong for me just kind of did. And that's really just, oh well, doesn't matter. Get back to it the next day. Get back to it the next week. We can fix it all. Let's bring it in. How are you guys? Hopefully you guys are doing well. So, as I take a sip of water here really quick. Gotta stay hydrated. So I wanted to go over DSP's financial fallacy, if you will. I want to take a look at what he's done in the past to make sure that his business is successful, that he can make money and make a living off of what he claims that he loves to do. Now, I watched a bit of that Rage-a-thon last night, and man, there wasn't much rage. I watched Morrowind, and he walked around and got handheld by chat. Was confused by the menus. It was a rough watch. He was yawning during it. That's some rage. I don't know, being so mad that you actually yawn? It's something different. But first video today is from a while back, about a year ago, in February. Saving for taxes and bait cheers. Because, well, he's been talking about not being baited anymore. He's saying, oh yeah, I haven't been baited at all, dude. No worries. Like, and it's really, really confusing to me. Because he gets baited all the time by cheers. And he's like, oh, no, I'm not going to get baited. And then it goes into a big, long 5-minute rant from one guy cheering, hey, DSP, what's your favorite female, video game lead character? Oh, I can't talk about that, dude. I have a wife over here. It's kind of sad to watch and see. But we're going to start back here because this is right when he was begging for money for his back taxes that he owed. So in 2017, he got a hold of some IRS information. They probably come knocked at his door being like, hey, since you've moved out here to Washington, well, you haven't been paying the state taxes, my friend, for your business. He's like, well, what business? I don't have a business. I just live stream all day, dude. They're like, well, kind of have a business here. So, with your business internet line and your trademarks and making money off of handicapped kids, well, we're going to have to tax you. Well, for what? Well, all the money you should have gave us since you moved out here. oh, this stupid tax guy out of Connecticut, he never told me. He never discussed it with me that I would have had to pay business tax, dude. I should just get him in trouble then. I should sue him. Oh, I don't have time to sue him. What am I going to do? Pay piggies. Help me out. I need $4,000 in back taxes that I owe. And that's not including the $1,000 fee for my tax guy to go ahead and pay. So, as we went on, he got some money and turned around and asked for more. Because part of the conditions to this whole back tax thing is that he had to pay the quarterly taxes for 2018 in April. So, let's start the story here then.
Long now, and it's been, I think the last time I got a haircut was December, and I do need one. This is actually a true statement. The thing is, I'm so busy between streams that now I'm gonna have to take time away to do my taxes. I don't have time. Probably I'm thinking first couple weeks of March I'll make time to finally go get my haircut. Shout out to Critical for Days, who did a 25-bit cheer, and he says, "Hey Phil, even if you're nervous about Patreon and subs, don't worry. You've been in much worse times. You'll get through the bullshit. We are with you no matter what." I know, Critical. Honestly, there's nothing that
Redskins,
I can do.
today's topic is kind of his financial fallacy.
Is to stay positive.
The idea that DSP just makes a ton of money.
And I think that just letting you guys know that I do.
Yeah. Stop Phil here because he's just talking about bullshit and trying to get people to pay him. Phil here makes about, on average, $10,000 a month. And for some reason, this guy cannot pay for his taxes, cannot pay for video games for his job. He couldn't pay for AC for his house and heating one year because he had the silly selfie picture of him sitting there in his sweater being like, "Oh, it's so cold. I can't turn the heat on though because I'm so broke." In the meantime, he's DMing Kat because they connected over an OBS fault, and that he went ahead and DM'd Kat and told her that, "Oh, you know, this and that, and I'm an alcoholic and I need some help." Yeah, that just came out on Twitter recently. So, we were right about the whole OBS thing. Just, Phil, again, playing the victim card. You know, pulling a use me only blades. Blaming the substance for the man's faults.
Need your support with certain situations and certain things. Just like I did at the end of the year last year. I think if I just make you aware of it, I think we're going to be okay. You know, I am nervous because I have no idea how much I'm going to owe in April. I also have no idea what the back taxes are going to be for the state, which those aren't due until supposedly that assessment of my back taxes that I'm going to owe for not paying business taxes since I moved here in 2014 all the way through 2016. Apparently, those are going to be due or start being due April as well. So it's like everything's going to be due in April.
That could be true, Scottish nerd.
That sucks. But, you know, not having any idea what these amounts are going to be is very worrying. I mean, what if it's a couple thousand? Okay, I could probably wrangle that up, you know. I've been saving up money.
You have been.
A big deal. What if it's like 10,000? Well, fuck me.
Oh.
Where am I supposed to get a crazy amount of money from, you know? So that's why I'm nervous. It's the uncertainty that really makes me nervous.
How is the wheelchair club going to pay for this?
But we don't know anything yet. I'll find out hopefully soon. And
WoW was terrible.
Like I said, right now is the time for me to try to be raising.
We might have to look at some highlights.
Because if I don't do it now,
I'm sure somebody has some out there.
It would be great in March. I finally know what I owe. That's great. But anything that you do besides tipping doesn't even count until May, so it doesn't even help me, right? So that's why I got to try to do some stuff here at the end of the month to help out. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
That's a good snort.
All right. I got another idiot troll. Goodbye. I'm really tired of this.
But he's been tired of it for years.
To cover your state taxes? No. Last month I said I had enough to cover the 2017 state taxes, and that there was still back taxes that were going to be in the future.
I don't think he had Jasper at this point.
By the way, on your third clone account,
at least according to him,
twice already, and constantly spam the stream chat with shit like that to act like I'm a liar, which I'm not. You're just a moron. So there you go. All right. 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 All right
Yeah, if
Feel
he's
a little obligated
pocketing
each
all
year,
this
so if you
money
can't for some
and then he's
reason
crime broke and
taxes
can't
in
pay
April,
for
we'll
just
move
his
back,
tools
go back
to do his
Connecticut.
job,
Well, here's the thing.
there's an issue
If I
there.
can't pay them in April, which I
Oh,
hope
no.
by hook or by crook, there's got to be hopefully some way I can try to make up the money to pay these. Okay, well, fundraising streams. If I have to fucking sell shit out of my house, I don't know how that would work.
Statues?
But I got to figure out something. Worst case scenario, if it looks like there's no way I'm going to be able to pay the taxes that I owe for the rest of the year, for example, I'm going to have to put the house on the market.
Oh.
Which I don't want to do. Again,
Oh, no.
I worked my ass off to
Save the house, guys.
This house. My girlfriend's now moved in. We're getting used to it. It's good. We're having a life we're building here together.
This is Kat just moved in.
She'll be, getting back to work. We got a few more hoops to jump through there before that can happen. But, we're at a point where we're loving what's going on. And
she knowingly moved into a guy who's crying broke
now you're talking
for his taxes.
To prepare the house for sale, to have people coming in and looking at it.
Smart woman.
It's not going to be a quick process. It's not like overnight, oh, God, that's it. No more filling in Washington. More than likely, what I would have to do is see houses around here, homes around here, and it's not going to be me buying this time because I don't have the credit to buy. It's probably going to be me trying to rent.
So how bad is your credit, Phil?
That I have.
I think we might have to take a peek at that later.
Out here. If worst case scenario, if I can't even qualify to rent something out here because my credit's so bad, then I'm going to have to go back to Connecticut and move into the shitty condo, which I don't want to do. It would be terrible. Okay.
The condo he's already claimed that he's stopped paying for. That they want him to go ahead and reclose on.
My business would suffer tremendously. The quality of videos would go way down. The internet would constantly have issues. It would be really bad. Okay. I don't even want to think about it. That's like a worst case scenario. What I'm hoping is maintaining the positivity, keeping a good attitude. You guys have been very supportive and saved my butt before. Between all the money I've already raised and
they've saved his butt probably about 8 times now.
We get through it and we don't have to worry about it. All right.
Somehow.
All right. Shout out to Illuvisaurus Rex. Says, when you were looking at what college to go to, did you consider going to a state school like UConn? It would have ended up saving you a lot of money compared to going to a private college. Yes, I did. Sadly, state colleges.
Oh, here we go.
They're not
we
great.
Get a good college rant.
This way, state colleges, if you're going for certain occupations, they can be really good. But when I started college, I was into computer science. That was going to be my major. For example, UConn was terrible at that. If you actually look at their program or whatever,
I live in an apartment.
Their teachers weren't
My
great,
internet's just fine. I never understood why he does
the college that I chose
why he has
ended
that
up not
business
being
class.
so great either.
Except for bragging points and 24-hour service.
Eventually ended up, it was a really good business school. So it was good because I went into business, and then, of course, I never used that anyway. Basically, it didn't matter.
Oh, he never used?
It really didn't.
What was that, Phil? What did you just say? Did you just say that you don't use the business degree that you graduated with on your own business? What? Let's back that up. Go ahead, Phil.
They can be really good. But when I started college, I was into computer science. That was going to be my major.
That's true.
And
you dropped that?
UConn was terrible.
It was too hard?
If you actually look at their program or whatever, they didn't have a lot of expertise. Their teachers weren't great,
Who cares?
Sadly,
you dropped the program.
The college that I chose ended up not being so great either.
Oh, no.
But
it's not the student, it's the college.
It was a really good business school.
Oh.
So it was good because I went into business, and then, of course, I never used that anyway. Basically.
What? See, this is exactly why I do these. This. Do you hear this, agents? Mr. Valedictorian went to his college, a private one at that, because he wanted a degree in computer science. And he's told this before during his whole life story. He drops that computer science class because he's just not doing as well as he should, according to him, because there's nothing he could do. So he switched majors, which is not a problem. If you're losing interest in something, switch. It's okay. Switch careers. Switch jobs. Don't like it anymore? Leave. It's that easy. Don't make an excuse to hold yourself back. But then this guy just stated that the business degree he graduated with isn't even being used. But he runs his own business. Whew. I might have to start drinking earlier.
Really, it didn't matter what college I went to. It really didn't. I wasn't going to get a job in any kind of field because at the time, unless you were in a really specified field.
That's because you're already out of the job market by then.
Engineering, for example, which I would have had to go to school for like 8 years for. The jobs weren't there.
What?
They weren't. No, the
manufacturing's everywhere.
No one was hiring unless you had experience, which I couldn't do because I wasn't rich, so I couldn't work.
And you worked in your helicopter
university
job
days in order to get that experience. Computer science. Like I said, my teacher was terrible. Plus, the bubble burst while I was in college.
Oh no!
The computer science bubble burst, and so all the jobs had dried up in that sector. There wasn't.
Are we sure about that? Are we sure computer science jobs just weren't available? Or was Phil, in his lack of job experience, holding him back? You know, if you really like something in your field, pursue it. Do an internship. Do seasonal work. Do anything to get your foot in the door of your field of choice for work. Don't just sit there. Don't be like Phil. He's not helping himself out. If he would have looked into jobs in the computer science industry while trying to pursue a degree, most people might take a crack at you then. Especially for a, entry-level job. But Phil was, at this point, sitting on his couch, playing Street Fighter, after he got laid off.
A lot of computer science jobs out there anymore. So it really didn't matter what I had chosen. I was going to be screwed no matter what. And then it just ends up that I didn't use my degree for a damn thing.
I mean, personally, if I was his teacher, I couldn't stand the snorting all day either.
My time at college, so. TACVisor22 did a 45-bit cheer. By the way, I believe you are the cheerleader so far today, TACVisor. Thank you for that. He says, "Hi, as someone who's been watching your videos for a few weeks now, I understand you have a long legacy on YouTube. I'm wondering if I can see any interviews with you with more prolific figures like PewDiePie with Conan O'Brien." No. The bottom line is, TACVisor. When I was very popular on YouTube, you're talking the years of 2010 through 2012. Those were my 3 most popular years on YouTube.
Oh,
no one really took YouTube seriously.
No?
It wasn't like no one viewed a YouTuber as a celebrity.
We don't know why Panda's channel is gone. I just assume she just decided to get over it and delete it. Move on.
There were really no YouTubers that were as popular as.
I'm sure stuff's archived somewhere.
The top guy on YouTube at that time was Fred. If you're not aware who Fred is,
Fred?
I don't blame you.
A children's entertainer?
Fred was a guy who pretended to be a child. He had a voice
like
changer, okay, that made his voice incredibly high-pitched and incredibly annoying. He pretended to be a kid and basically made kids' content for YouTube. It blew up, all right, tremendously. He ended up being the top YouTuber for about a year. And he made tons of money, and he ended up getting a deal with Nickelodeon. He made several different movies with John Cena in them, the wrestler, and had a television series.
I bet he watched these movies because John Cena was in it. We know how much Phil Sparks for wrestling.
He's probably so rich, it doesn't matter. He doesn't care. He doesn't
You're
have to make
right.
content.
He is
Who knows, right? PewDiePie was basically the replacement for that. Oh,
congrats,
look, Fred's
Pewds.
gone. A high-pitched
100 million
child
subs for that guy.
So the children have to watch something else. So what do? They move on to the high-pitched, screaming, ninny, sissy gamer who screams at every horror game, right? Because he's hilarious, because he's a little wimp, bitch.
Keep this in mind. Screaming and whimpering and whining at every horror game he plays. This is also another reason why I wanted this video up here. Because Phil today is going to play some horror games. Go figure. He's going to play Man of Medan and The Blair Witch. See, the problem is, though, we're at the end of August. This isn't October, guys. It's not time for the horror stuff to show up. I know Halloween stuff is just showing up in retail stores everywhere right now. But that's how the flow goes. The problem is that Phil could have saved these games for, say, a Halloween marathon. Wow. Instead, what is he going to play? Huh? Maybe some Devil May Cry? So he can cry about how bad the camera is or something along those lines? That's all it's going to be. We saw his Rageathon. There was no rage in there. It was a little bit of salt, and the only people who had any rage were his fans. Because of how terribly boring that entire stream was. When I tuned in yesterday, I was greeted by Phil showing back up from one of his breaks, only to tell me that he had to go brush his teeth. Because he didn't get the chance to do that yet. What? You started the stream at like 10:30. Brush your damn teeth. Get ready beforehand. It's not that big of a deal. You don't need to come back to chat and be like, oh, I'm going to brush my teeth, guys. I'll be back in 2 minutes. And then leave them with dead air for 5. That's not professional. You don't get to show up to work. Be like sitting in your meeting. Oh, I forgot, guys. I got to go run to 7-Eleven. I haven't had any food today. I got to go get a sandwich. That's... People just there be like, be an adult. Wait, you can starve for a couple hours. It's not a big deal. But Phil's just so impatient and so scheduled out. He has to do everything on time. Everything on time.
That's his character on Twitch.
Except for paying his taxes.
To be a pussy, and everyone laughs at him, and then he became white hot popular because of it. So all these kids moved over to him. The thing is, PewDiePie also had, he appealed to other people because he was kind of a down-to-earth guy, and his content was, he didn't just do that screamy kind of content, even though that's how he originally got popular.
Yeah, I have no idea, Scottish Nerd. He had to come back and then just
so he
talk
only picked up
to his
that
chat
fan
and
base
tell
from
them
like
that.
the Fred fan base.
See,
but then he
Base
also
Oslos here. What's up?
Too, becoming the most popular YouTuber. Okay, so he had a gimmick. It worked. All right. And then, boom, it exploded into just this viral thing. PewDiePie really was the first real YouTuber to get insanely viral popularity to the point where, he became a real-life celebrity. When I did it, it was nothing like that. At my peak, I was getting maybe 10 million views a month. At my peak, all right? So you're talking in 1 year, 120 million views.
So how jealous is Phil of PewDiePie? So Pew shows up. And he just goes off. Goes viral with all his videos. People enjoy his content. He's bounced back from missteps. I mean, now he's at 100 million subscribers for his YouTube channel. It's insane. And Phil's just downtrending all the way. Just can't keep afloat. He's got to beg for money for that Genesis dude. Which, by the way, I don't think somebody went ahead and gave him money for that. I think that Phil bought it for himself. Because it just he gave us some generic, we really want you to play it, Phil. We really want you to play those classic retro Genesis games. And it just sounds like the pig roach talking. You read his tweets after his streams, sounds nothing like what actually happened on the streams. And then there's people who go ahead and think that he puts out a sock account, multiple sock accounts on Twitter, to go ahead and give him that little bit of a boost from his interactivity on Twitter, which is hilarious, by the way.
Views. That was like my best year ever, even though I never really maintained that. I think in 1 year I did get like 100 million views, and that was it. And then it kind of tailored off. Never was I to the level where like a TV talk show host would want to talk to me. No one knew who the hell I was.
Yeah, it's 100 million.
I was never a household name.
And then they just got married too.
PewDiePie is kind of the exception to the rule in that regard. All right. Critical for Days did a 25-bit cheer. He says, I see subs are dropping. We lower the goal for less subs. I want to see the cookie cheer.
Oh, like he did a little while ago?
If you're not aware, Critical for Days, I already did lower the goal this month. There's no way I'm lowering it again.
Hey, Jesse Green, how's it going?
That would be counterproductive. All right.
But yeah, he could totally emulate all those games he's just playing.
I reassess. So let's see today.
But he doesn't care.
With this multiplayer session.
He wants that
tomorrow with
that
the
Genesis mini
stuff with San Andreas, and then with the fundraiser on Wednesday. Let's see how things go. Let's see how we end the month of February. Based off of where we end at the end of February, now I can say, okay, maybe this is more realistic. This is where our subs really are.
Yeah, me.
Christmas is over. The gifting of January is over. Here's where we really are at. Now I can base more realistic goals based around what I know. I didn't know that last month. I had no idea what were realistic sub goals. This is, again, the first year I'm doing it.
See, look at this. This is a bait rant.
Right? So probably next month for March, I'll readjust the goals for a more realistic level. We're going to try to always have growth. So if I end the month at 400 some subs.
Okay. So let's talk about growth. Has Phil been growing at all? The answer is actually a little bit. If you check out his Twitch numbers, he's gone up, but it's a fluctuation. It kind of doesn't constantly grow. It's this weird go, dip, go, dip, and then it's back down again. And it just gets hammered back down. And the reason for that is he's been scamming his viewers. The last dip was right before that Jasper reveal. So people get scammed, and they're like, start watching, content like this. They go, wait, he's done this before? He's begged for money before like that? Oh, well, this is ridiculous. Like, how can he get away with it? And then they realize, and they wash that pignosis out of their eyes. And then they get up, and they leave out of their wheelchair, and they go straight out that door, straight out of Snortforts. They leave, and then they come over here, where they can be free to chat about whatever they wanted. They don't need to bathe in the pignosis, in the hogwash that is Phil's channel.
Then probably the goal will be, let's do 50 above whatever we ended at, right? That's kind of what I'm going for. Just going for a little bit of growth with each goal. And I think it's realistic that we could do it. It's just that, I need to stick to it, and people need to not get disheartened. I don't think there's any reason to be disheartened, okay? Like I said, February has not been a horrendous, terrible month. It's been the opposite. It's been good. It's been steady.
Yeah.
We're cheering some.
My Wii has some homebrew on it that I can go ahead and emulate all the Sega games I would choose.
The thing is, we just had such a crazy influx last month of crazy amount of subs with gifting subs and everything that it was very hard to maintain that and or keep up with that. All right.
So he has issues with little tiny growth spurts. So when he got all of the gifted subs from Tut, he panicked, stopped a sub goal. When he got all of the gifted subs from Emerald 7, panicked, stopped the sub goal. And it's rinse and repeat. Each time a new whale shows up and splashes cash, gives everybody gifted subs, he stops the sub goal completely, just takes it off the board. He goes, well, we'll wait. We'll wait until, all the gifted subs die down. Those true subs deserve to go ahead and get rewarded. Those people who want to stick with it. And watch, because every single day, even though for probably the last 6 weeks he's been begging for tips on stream, including the day after the Jasper reveal, where he pulled in $2,200, DSP is going to start turning to, hey, if you want, it's September. Subs are half off. It works for all of us. We all get the benefit. Because he's really liking that word lately. He really wants to solidify his tribe of little pig roaches. He wants them to listen and know that they are part of something bigger. See, the issue, though, is you can't be part of something bigger when you are not allowed personal growth. He suppresses every single question. He suppresses words like horse. Somebody tipped that to him and said, hey, I really like the horse riding segment in, this game. Horse was blocked. Can't say horse, dude. Nope. Make fun of my wife.
It is what it is. So let's see what happens. Okay, moving forward, let's see what happens, and we'll go from there. All right. But yes, I will probably have a readjustment of goals for the month of March, not for the month of February. We're not going to change it last minute, but probably for the month of March, we'll have new levels and stuff established. Okay. Eternal Napalm did a 300-bit cheer, and Eternal Napalm, you are now the cheerleader for today's stream. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Why do people always hate and troll on you? You'd have to ask those people. Because Eternal Napalm, all I can do is speculate.
Okay, then speculate.
What I know is there's some people that hang on to the past. They hang on to a previous version of me from 5+ years ago, who they think was a horrible person, a person that was basically so egocentric, so believing
Still
he
is.
was the best shit on the internet, wasn't listening to
I'm going to stop this rant. Because I'm going to go over it before he even talks about it. He goes ahead and says that whole part where he, was egocentrical. Are you kidding me? In his Rageathon, the first NPC he saw in Morrowind, he said it looked like him. Look, he's got a goatee. It's me, Ray. Like, and he saw another guy who looks like him. Oh, it's me again. Look at that. His face is on damn near all of his merchandise. It's all over his shitty fan art, which is just god awful these days. Still better than the slideshow though. And he just, every single time he makes a character, watch it happen in WWE, 2K20. That shit's gonna be him. He's gonna make himself again. It's not gonna make some other person, or maybe a female wrestler to change it up. Who knows? But no, not DSP. It's all about him, all the time. Him and his money. But then he's gonna go on and say, "Oh yeah, they tried to go ahead and troll me and ruin my life and this and that, and they stay in the past." We're looking in the past, right? We're about a year back. But doesn't this sound like Phil today? Doesn't this seem like he hasn't changed at all? He's just been greedier and greedier as we go along here. Maybe he's trying to build a retirement fund. Maybe that's his 10-year plan. Drain the pay piggies for everything they have, and then just disappear. That would be fan-fucking-tastic.
Input from anyone, wasn't listening to criticism, and basically
still doesn't.
Myself wide open for movements on the internet, like this is how they don't play and stuff like that, shit like that. There's other people who literally have just crazy shit that they hate me for. Some of them believe stuff that's not even true.
Oh,
Phil's a racist.
Okay.
Phil's a pedophile.
Yeah, we've heard that.
Phil's a thief. Phil's a scammer. Phil's that. And they present this insane evidence that's not evidence at all. They'll just regurgitate memes or half-truths or things that have been spun to make me look bad that aren't true.
Memes? Let's talk about memes. Any kind of slight detractor meme that's been showing up with some of Phil's actions and phrases have become his own emotes. We got the bottle crunch. We got the why am I toxic now? Nothing I could do. Yes, this is Phil's own tisms, but the fact that he's now monetizing it to stick it to the detractors is just, again, showing how greedy he is. He's trying to really sink in some of that paid gnosis on some of these new subs that he's trying to gain. He wants them to forget that detractors made this stuff up. That he's just riding our coattails now. Because he doesn't come up with anything original anymore. If he didn't have drama and he didn't have us, he'd be a boring 37-year-old man sitting on the internet. The only reason he gets 500 viewers in his stream is because people want to watch the dumpster fire.
At all. And when people actually debunk them, like, well, that's not true. Here's what really happened. Oh, they don't want to hear that. Then they'll bring something else up as another excuse. It just seems there's become
your debunking's terrible. We saw that whole stream.
That it's in the, if you are someone who is insecure about yourself, who doesn't have anything positive going on for yourself, and you really can't make anything constructive or creative for yourself, just make videos about me, and at least you'll get some kind of popularity because people watch them and love the drama. The bottom line is, I'm not even involved.
That's damn right. People love drama.
There was a time.
Nice burp.
Don't get me wrong.
Thank you, Phil.
Where I would say stupid, ludicrous stuff in videos
Still
and on
do.
streams. And, I'm the first person to step up and say, yes, I am a fallible person. I used to make tons of mistakes, stupid shit I used to do all the time. Those days are gone. I have learned. I've matured. I've changed over the years. I'm just here to have fun on stream anymore. I don't want to get involved with anybody.
Anybody feel like pressing X to doubt that Phil is now more mature? That he's a grown adult? I mean, what was the name for his character in Morrowind? Sir Buttmunch the Brave? What? You could have put anything. There are name generators on the internet. You could have typed in Imperial Name Generator. Hit the button. Oh, that's my name now, guys. He could have had his pay picky spurg out and throw cash at him to name him. We all know the wheelchairs would have. The wheelchairs tribe is strong with that money. And watch, this next week, right before they go on their little staycation in Seattle, because I guarantee that's what those two are doing for Kat's birthday on Thursday, where they're staying in Friday, so he's not streaming Friday either. He's going to get his pay pickies to spurg and just throw piles of cash at him on Wednesday. just piles of money. And it's just going to be a sad situation to watch, all the wheelchairs just throw all of their disability money away on Phil once again.
Fun time, okay? But there's still people who, like, they don't want to hear that or they don't believe it, just crazy shit in their heads. And they'll believe the dumbest shit. They'll make shit up about me. It's crazy. It does seem that there's a mob mentality of people who, like, oh, if you make fun of DSP, now we're part of this clique, this culture, this fringe group of people, and we all friggin', hold hands and sing Kumbaya and circle jerk each other, and we support each other because our one commonality is that we hate DSP. And then when you actually get down to the nuts and bolts of it, of why do they actually hate me, there's no, like, legitimate reason behind any of it. Really.
I hate you, Phil. I hate you because you're a piece of shit. I never care about anybody's race, creed, color, background. Doesn't matter to me. It's, are you a piece of shit or not? And it's up to you to go ahead and figure out what you want to be. Because you can be a piece of shit one day and turn around and be a nice guy the other. You can figure it out somehow. Pieces of shit out there. DSP is my favorite because of how just dumb he is and how dumb he's been for years, and that everything is archived. So you can go way back and find some weird stuff before he even jumped on YouTube and the SRK forums and things like that, and he still runs his mouth back then. LTG, piece of shit. You can't be going in there to your streams and just being like, $40 for the webcam. I'm not gonna play Street Fighter 5 if you don't give me $30. I know it's a character, he's stated that before, but his character is a piece of shit. Quit using excuses on why you're bad at a video game. Practice more. Get better at it. Figure your mistakes out. If we go play Destiny tomorrow, do some Iron Banner, I'm sure that we're going to go over some of my mistakes. I might overextend. I guarantee I will. I might put myself in a bad spot. Yes, there are times when you get respawned and you're in the middle of everybody. And it sucks. But you can always find a way out. And that's what it's about. It's those little tiny progressions. Those little upticks to make yourself a better player at something. Or to be better at work, or school, or at life in general. You have to improve every single day. Because the moment you stop is the moment the next person passes you by. And that's the problem here, Phil. You've let people pass you by and run laps around you. Daily. Yearly. For your entire legacy. That's why people like Tevin blow you out of the water. Because he's far more entertaining than you are. That's why LSB gets such a decent following too. That's why you guys are here enjoying this investigation with me. I give you something. I entertain you. And I get to talk about something that I find interesting. That's what I get. I get to share knowledge with you and go searching for things that maybe you haven't seen before. And that's the whole point of this stream. That's what I get out of it. I don't care if my, top tips up there goes beyond that. It doesn't matter to me. I have 293 agents in the DIA now. That's a place where I never thought I would be at this point. But Phil here has so many subs, so many viewers, and he just cries about it all. It's terrible. It's one of those things that just makes me say, DSP, you're a piece of shit.
So, again, I guarantee you, if you were to go somewhere and ask a group of 20 people who swear that they hate me, why, they would all regurgitate the same crap.
I have a new
but then
agent?
when you get down to the individual reasons, they wouldn't even be able to justify it. All they can do is regurgitate the same memes and the same crap.
Yeah.
They can't actually justify it because most of the stuff that they hate me for.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you give any kind of person, anybody out there, hey man, what's the money that I'm donating to you? Where is that going towards? you have some right to it. Because you're helping people out. Yes, you can give them money when they don't... If they don't ask for anything, and you just say, hey, this is for the great entertainment, whatever. That's your choice. But the moment that somebody sits there and goes, I really need help. I really need money. You lose rights. You don't get to go ahead and to say, oh, no, it just went to bills. It just disappeared. That's an issue. If some of you said, hey, Agent Proper, where's all that money that you got that people have been supporting the DIA with? You want to see? Oh, some of it went back into the streams itself to improve the product I put out. And I'm saving in another amount because at the end of the year, when all said is done, I'm going to take any of my donations that I have from this point on, and I'm going to go ahead and take that money and go buy a bunch of supplies for the animal shelter locally. Because I can. Because I work hard enough that I don't need any extra money. And that I live comfortably within my means. And I work hard enough to be able to enjoy time here with you guys. So, everything's complete. Why not make somebody else's situation that much better? Phil won't do that. He runs away from even hosting people. He could have hosted Kakin many a times. Brian? Nope. Just off the stream. See you later, dudes.
Isn't even factually true. There was a kid last week apparently on his fighting game stream said, oh man, Darkside Phil, that guy's a piece of shit. That's the guy that twice at Evo he pulled a knife on someone. And then he got banned permanently from all tournaments. He's a real piece of crap and everyone hates him in the fighting game community.
That's true.
None of that ever happened. But you see what I mean?
Okay, let's break this down. The knife thing, that wasn't DSP. He did not pull the knife on anybody. And the reason I say that is DSP runs from every single confrontation that he's ever been faced with. He is absolutely terrified of confrontations. He ran away from Viscant and tried to go ahead and tell Viscant, oh hey, why don't we get the whole boxing match thing and do the DX chop? Ha ha, suck it, dudes. We got you, trolled, ha. Took your money and run. Nah, that didn't happen. Viscant was smart enough. He goes, no, that's stupid. Fuck you. A couple years later, Phil runs his mouth to some West Coast guys. You know, Mr. East Coast tough dude. Knock any detractor who faces him out. Knock Mike Tyson out. With my flabby jaws and my flabby arms and my nice, big McSoy tits. Dear God, Phil. You can't even knock yourself out. You sit there 2 a.m. tweeting drunkenly on Jasper Gin. It's an issue. Don't run your mouth. And what happened? Viscant stepped in and said, hey, man, you don't want this. It's not worth your time. And those West Coast guys said, you're right. Phil's not worth our time. He's not worth it at all. And they moved on. Again, podcast dodged. Afraid of confrontation. Does not want anybody, as long as he doesn't have control over your podcast chat and who he's talking to, he will not do your podcast. Guaranteed. Even if you give him $1,000, he won't do it. Because he knows he'll get ran the fuck over. That's why he skipped out on that Painkiller Live one. That was going to happen. Nope. See you later. Not going to do it. Same thing with, the other guys earlier this year. Nope. The Drunken Peasants. Nope. Not going to do it. Can't control your chat. Can't be there. It's too much stress on my wife, dude. Sorry. Can't do it. He runs away from people hosting him. Destiny showed up and hosted him one day. Destiny's talked about his cars before and financial missteps that Phil has had. But Phil ran away. He just clocked out and said, oh, sorry guys, stream's over. See you later. But he got such an influx of views, it just seems stupid to do so. But he's afraid of confrontations. Just like if I showed up there in Seattle and somehow ran into him, and I go and step up in him and say, hey, run your mouth now, buddy. I'm in your face. What you gonna do about it? I would get a whimpering pig roach, crying and running away. You know? He doesn't have that kind of thing in him. Is that fight or flight? Nah, it's flight all the way.
I mean, so now there's people in the fighting game community that actually think that I'm like some scumbag hoodlum who pulls knives on people. That none of that ever happened ever. It's quite the opposite. There was a couple times when I was confronted.
Oh, you're darn right, Scottish nerd. I spent good money on good clothes.
In it. I walked
You need
away.
a good suit.
It's the complete and polar opposite of what these idiots say. But this is what I mean. This is the mentality of people who don't like me. They have no idea what the fuck they're saying or talking about. They're just fucking stupid. I don't even know what else to say about it. I mean, Rave Comic did 125-bit cheer and says, honestly, Phil, I just think.
Oh, it was some guy streaming. It was a while ago. It had no grounds. It was a false story.
They never tried it themselves.
They got confused between DSP and some other guy.
And they see you fill in montages and they use that against you. Rave Comic, I definitely agree.
This is after the escort saga.
Some of these people.
That's why he says that we're dumb and our theories don't stand up.
And I put on a stream, and people are entertained, and they cheer, sub, and tip, and they watch the videos on YouTube, and they see this, and they get so angry. Because somewhere in their mind, they believe they're better than me. Maybe they're skill-wise, they're better than me. They think they're more entertaining than me. They think they're better people than me. And they can't believe that someone who is not as talented as they feel they are could possibly have any kind of success on the internet. They should be in my place. And if they were, they would do a much better job, right? So that's what it is. It's an element.
I say, if you took 100 people and you gave them Phil's job, 99 of them would go ahead and do it better than Phil. Guaranteed. If you gave somebody that opportunity to get that lucky and have this much time, they'd be up there in the higher ranks of YouTubers, higher ranks of Twitch people, you know, streaming, doing all that stuff. They would have been doing commentary like Phil could have done with the FGC. They could have done a whole bunch of stuff. But no, Phil has taken all of this opportunity and pretty much squandered everything. He's had opportunities to do podcasts, like I've said. Opportunities to maybe do other things outside of streaming. Maybe be a consultant or something along those lines. Which would be hilarious. You imagine that? You gotta change your image. You can't say all this bad stuff about yourself. And then he's over there, like, eating 10 donuts in your conference room. Just stuffing his face. Oh, I'm gonna take these to go, guys. Alright, see you later. Pay me that money. But he just goes off on these weird rants where, you know, do people go ahead and A-log on him and think that they're better than Phil? Yes. That's because Phil's a piece of shit, like I've said. Do I think I'm better than Phil? At certain aspects of my life, I do believe I'm better than Phil. At caring about people, at caring about my communities, about caring about my job, I think I'm better at that. I think I care about my following a lot more than Phil does. You guys mean the world to me. I like subbing to your content. I like watching your content out there. Every now and then I'll drop a comment because, hey, might bring a smile to your face. So, you know, that's where it all lies. But Phil does not want that human experience. He doesn't want to interface with other people. He wants to sit on his crusty couch and get paid to play games. And then see his wife that he claims he doesn't have enough time with. And you'll see that later too. That's in a twit longer I want to show you.
Of jealousy for some, not all of these people, trust me, I know some of them, they just got these wild ideas in their fucking heads, but some of them it's a thing of jealousy, okay? I get that. How many people with Justin Bieber, when he became very popular, said, what the fuck, this kid can't even sing, his music sounds like shit, And this guy's a multi-millionaire, billionaire, whatever the fuck he is at this point, for bopping around a stage acting like a fool, and he's a fucking auto-tuned idiot who can't sing to save his life, and look at his popularity, you know. It's kind of the same thing.
Man, he goes hard on people he's jealous of.
I've been doing this for 10 years, all right? I made these videos starting in 2008, and I did it until early 2011. I didn't make a dime doing it for 2.5 years. I made these videos for the passion of gaming.
Bullshit. Straight up bullshit. He had a PayPal donation link back then on his page. That YouTube page where it looked like just a stream of bloody shit. Where it was like this weird fire red background, which was actually just his hate poster that he had, just done over and over again, like in a tile feature. He had a donation link, and he thanked people before in those old videos that I've shown you and that other people have highlighted too, that he's thanked people for their donations. So don't lie like that. That's fine if you made a little bit of money before you got super famous on YouTube, before you found a cult following. But you can't just sit there and dispute that. When there's actual evidence, you can go out there and research and find stuff we can show you, and he'll be like, nope, that's bullshit. I didn't get any money from that. Even though he's like tucking his PayPal invoices behind in some weird folder in his, Hotmail account.
Because I loved it. I loved being a gamer. It was my hobby. I wanted to share that fun and excitement and my passion for what I did with the world. And then, only then, after 2.5 years of hard dedication and work to doing something I never made a dime doing, did the situation kind of present itself where I lost my office job, which had been my focus for employment and income for years. And I was the underdog
Oathkeeper.
of YouTube.
You're forgetting about a certain illegal streamer.
And people supported
Phil doesn't
me. They
like.
said, man, here's a guy who's down on his luck. It's not
Are
fair.
all
He's
of those
entertaining. He's
famous
funny.
FGC
He works
guys
his
who
butt
are
off at his
Japanese and
job
Korean?
went on his YouTube videos. It's stupid that now he's going to maybe lose his house and stuff. And I became virally popular for 2 years. I was like one of the in guys for Let's Plays and playthroughs on YouTube. Okay?
And that's what brought me to
so
Phil.
it's
Was like,
oh, well, if I had to...
because originally I wanted to watch Street Fighter 4 stuff. I just bought the game. I was in high school, if I remember correctly, and I bought the game. I was like, cool, I got a cool edition, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to play this. Oh, I want to see how people play it. I want to get better at fighting games, because I'm terrible at them. If you ever find me on a fighting game, you should be really confused, because I'm going to be garbage at it. I mean, I'm sure nowadays if I can actually practice one and think about it and actually execute, I could do fine. But Phil was one of those, like, hey, I was at Evo, and he was, and you could go track him, and he was like, I'm decent at Street Fighter, and he's actually decent at Street Fighter 4. And it's like, okay, cool. Oh, he's getting grumpy at the game? Oh, that's kind of fun. I'm going to keep watching some of his videos. And he's like, oh, I'm doing other stuff too. Here we go. There's all these other videos. I'll check those out. Oh, they were terrible. Drunken stumblings through Fallout 3. Skyrim was just a shit show. Oblivion was bad too. Games I loved and cared about. And he just waddled his way through them. Barely looking into lore. Barely doing side quests. And it hurt a little bit. So I started seeking out other people. Maximilian, for instance. I just watched one of his videos last night. He loves video games. Loves them. And with his own stuff, too. Oh, I just love watching him play Power Rangers right now. Because that's a fighting game. That shit's crazy.
Talent, and I had this, I already have it, and I'm better than Phil. Yeah, well, even if that was the case, even if you're better than me at games, which no one really cares about, by the way. No one cares how good you are.
Street Fighter right now.
Even if you think you're funnier than me,
Dude,
you are more entertaining than me.
Glad you're here.
And you think you do a better job than me. You don't have 10 years of experience. You don't have a 10-year legacy. You don't have...
Yeah, he didn't even know about
for that long.
The lore behind the wizard from Morrowind who just falls out of the sky. He doesn't even know about that lore.
I really,
But he's a big fan of the games
He's helped me out
in the
years.
series.
I care about this guy. It's different than someone just trying to jump in out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I've said many times over the years, I do see myself.
Oh yeah, he's disrespectful to every game,
except
for like
all right,
some JRPGs.
Very, very lucky for what I do. The fact that I'm still popular. If I didn't start when I did,
I agree, Kate.
There's no chance.
I really
in this
do.
day and
Because
age I would have ever
actually
gotten
over there
noticed.
on
There's
Kiwi
no
Farms,
chance. If I was just a
we'll
newcomer trying to start on
take a slight little vacation here. I like to show you this. This is DSP's loan and saving section over here. Oh, hi BSV, how's it going, buddy? You're a cool guy. Now that you've washed the pig noses out, but we'll start at the beginning here, and let me bring this up. So, DSP hot taxes topic. See, November 25th, 2017. That's when he really started begging for taxes. They made this page, this thread here, and it just goes on. But yeah, people track all of his totals and tips and things like that. You know, you can check any other stuff. Look at all the details. Annual property costs in Kings County where he lives. Oh, rented high. $4,270 is average for property taxes. Oh, okay. But we continue. Information on Phil's tumbleweed forms about his back taxes and what he owes. Oh no, Phil. Do you think we forgot about that? No, it's right there, buddy. Got to keep going though. You know, certain people keep bringing it up. Look at here's actually. He's really damn good with the numbers. And Eddie B, 43 was around too. You bring up those numbers too. But look at, you break down right here. This is February of 2018. So 375 unique cheerers. The total of cheers is 7878. The final bit total is 2,820 and some change. Go figure. Average cheer is about 50 cents because those are the easiest ones to bait Phil with. Don't tip him money. I hate troll tips. I hate people who give Phil money like that. Because you can do it without money. It is pretty easy. Send him an email. Tell him that you want to support him. But look at subs right in here. Unique tippers. Nah, that's it. But again, add in your Patreon money. Add in all the other stuff from YouTube. Look at, you have your clicks per view and stuff. You know, all sorts of stuff. And it breaks down. And look at this. So all in all, for February of 2018, before taxes and fees, and this is a low estimate, keep in mind, he made $7,240 from the wheelchair tribe. So this goes on. Here's a 2017 breakdown of stuff. And it keeps going. And it keeps going. And you get to see all of this information that's out there. And the only way people are putting this together right now is that somebody out there, and we're going to look at that video here in a second though.
On YouTube right now, no one would care about my.
It's sitting there adding it all up.
It's because I started.
Any money that Phil ever says he got or received, or you can track it.
If it wasn't for that,
it's been
I would
tracked.
never get any attention because YouTube completely changed to be this shit ass toxic website. You know, edited style, scripted comedy, garbage content. It's all about drama and bullshit and toxicity. It's not about putting out quality stuff.
Under
YouTube.
Night and Birth.
Quality stuff.
No, I haven't played that. What is that?
And it's sad.
What kind of game is that?
And that's a shame, you know. But, you know, I'm lucky enough to have started 10 years ago. 10-year legacy. That's why I am where I am. In regards, you know what? That may be why some people are angry too. Man, if Phil didn't start 10 years ago, he never would have got any popularity. This is bullshit because I want to start now, and I can't get any popularity. Well, you know what?
Yep, JD, you're on it.
Will be the
Drama,
first
bullshit, and
person to tell
toxicity.
you I feel that I am lucky, and I am incredibly grateful that my luck has panned out the way it has. That I'm still to this day able to do this for a job. I'm still pertinent. People still enjoy my content. You know, I don't. Yes, was it some of it hard work? Absolutely. And yes, a lot of it is the support of my viewers and fans. But
what? I got water.
Luck too.
I got
Luck of
this
the timing of the draw.
raspberry sour ale.
YOLO Dopper did a cheer and said,
and I got some nice green tea.
At the same time as you, was there a chance you would have gotten even more popular if you had the right contacts? Absolutely. The thing is, again, back then on YouTube, it was a very different thing than it is from now. You blow up on YouTube, you get contacted by people who want to sponsor you. Here, sponsor our product. Here, have a free promotional copy of our game. Here, do this. Here, do that. Here, E3 access. People throw shit at you when you get popular on YouTube.
And then what you do with it?
Twitch now.
You squandered every
Back
opportunity.
then, it was nothing like that. It was a new thing. Oh, people can make money putting out gameplay videos. This is preposterous, right? No one even believed that it could be done. So when
it does
I was
fall
popular,
up a lot.
you know, the years
Somehow.
of 2010 to 2012, when I was really popular on YouTube, there were a lot of opportunities. And in fact, I hate to say it, even though Machinima was paying me a lot of money, they really didn't present me with any or many opportunities. The very few ones that I had was that, you know, going to E3 in 2012.
Yeah.
And maybe like 1 to 2 game promotion opportunities. That was it. And that was terrible. They should.
See, this is an issue with Phil. He expects people and entities to give him things. He doesn't go ask for them. If he showed up in 2013 and said, hey, Machinima, I'm thinking about going to E3 next year. Or this year, coming up. Can we arrange that? Can we get a pass for me? You know, I'm fine with paying my hotel expenses and my flight out. They'll be like, your badges are on your way, Phil. Go and enjoy. Do some coverage. You know why? Because they'll get paid for it either way. Same thing goes with, you know, his BMW that he used to drive. That he showed up, you know, and rubbed in Rambo and Howard's face with doing the whole Project 7 thing. Well, guess what? The oil wasn't changed ever. Because he expected Phil to have the dealership call him when he hit 5,000 miles to go ahead and change the oil out. What? How would they know? How would they know how much you drive that car? You have to schedule your appointment to go get your oil changed for free. and it's the same thing over again. If he would ask Machinima, hey, do you have a demo copy of like this game or that game I could go ahead and stream and put videos out on? They could have been like, oh yeah, sure, Phil, no problem. At that time, he could have asked any developer about getting, you know, pre-release copies. He never asked. He expected people to email him and go to him and say, Phil, we like you. We like your content. We want you to play our stuff. And that's never going to happen again. Never. No company in their right mind would want to be in cahoots with a scamming beggar. At all.
Should have done a better job. They should have looked at the people who were their biggest guys and said, let's get these guys sponsorships, let's do this, let's do that. They did none of that. But like I've said over the years, Machinima was a company, that was very bipolar. They didn't know what they wanted to do.
What up, Killer Chronic?
Did they want to make
Good to see you, Agent 420.
episodic series on the internet? Did they want to make YouTube channels of their own that were popular and hire their own staff to put out weekly shows? Did they want to promote partner content and make their partners big? They never knew what they wanted to do. And if you actually look at the history of Machinima, the company's a total mess. Over the years, they've changed their structure over and over. Constant management, staff, in and out.
That sounds like a company that's willing to try to change up to grow more and not become stagnant over the years. And just kind of, you know, take a risk, maybe a chance. A little change could skyrocket you. But no. Phil thinks that everything should stay consistent all the time. That's why he hasn't adopted a green screen, even though he has one in the garage. That test footage is terrible, by the way. And then to continue on, he took 5 years to adopt direct capture. He took years to go ahead and start live streaming. And now he does it every day. And he begs for money every day. Like we'll probably go see in a little bit that he's going to go beg for money today. During his horror stream.
A shekel for the good agent.
Now,
a shekel?
constantly.
The Church of Swinetology must be exposed.
It really is. That
Oh, the Swinetology
a
Church?
jumbled-
That's a rough one. I don't know. They've been starting to get a little more active, agents. We might have to worry about the Church of Swinetology. And I've heard rumblings that they're trying to do ops lately.
Disorderly. I couldn't even imagine investing in that company.
But thank you for the
WB bought it
shekels.
a couple years ago.
I appreciate it.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, because that company is so disorganized that I don't. Why would you buy a company that has never known what they wanted and has never really excelled at anything? If Machinima had actually focused there was massive potential for success. But anyway, I digress.
Nice clap.
Because I was with Machinima, I never really had any contacts or anything in the industry. They never got me free copies of games. It was funny. 1 year, 2015, they got me a few free copies of games. Okay?
Delacour, thank you for that $5. I greatly appreciate it.
It was like, what's going on?
No, this is not from yesterday's pre-stream Killer Chronic. This is a year ago in February.
Even talk to these fuckers. Then they have an agent.
Sound familiar, guys?
That person gets laid off. Like, what is going on, right?
Yeah, I don't know why the notification didn't show up. Okay, I might have to rearrange some stuff around on OBS really quick.
I would have eventually hired a management agency or an agent who would have went out there and made deals for me.
That's why.
PR for me. I would have been a lot better positioned. The bottom line is, though, I never got to that level. I never got to the level where I could hire these kind of people or teams. I never made that much money. The little bit of money that I did make, that's probably why I used. I think to pay off my existing debt that I had back then.
My window here for that was in front of that notification. All right,
and that's it. You know,
my bad.
Was the extent of the riches that I made those 2 years that I was popular on YouTube and made a lot of money. That's where it went. I never made crazy. You know, people are under this crazy impression that I was making like insane amounts of money. It never that never happened. Okay.
Yeah, he wears pajama pants to work.
I always was kind of a mid-level to lower-level YouTuber. Even being one of the top gaming YouTubers at the time that I was popular, the gaming YouTubers weren't making a lot of money. All right.
Just boxer shorts.
So there you go. That's kind of the deal. Is that yes, if I had better management, if people had handled things differently and got me opportunities, absolutely things would have turned out differently for me. But I always felt like I was a guy that was kind of sitting on an island by myself. I put out my content, it got views, I made money, and that was it. That was the end all be all of it. There was no collaborations, no opportunities were really presented to me, none of that. And I was so busy, always constantly just making new content, that I didn't have time to reach out and branch out and look for those things myself. And I never made enough money to hire someone to do that for me, you know? So, what can you do? I don't know. Right? It is what it is.
There we go. Oh, the green vibes are coming with that September. He's very, very excited about that. He is, agents, that's for sure. So, I think we got a little time to have some fun before we go on a break. And let's see. Let's go check in here with Snort Burnell, and I'll go refresh my drinks and stuff, and I'll come right back.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
I'm liking the game so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the game too. And I hope that you're going to have an open mind, because I'll be honest with you, yesterday there were a bunch of people on this stream that seemed like the only reason they were here was to shit on the stream and say that the game sucked constantly, so people would be turned off from interacting in the stream chat. And that pissed me off, because I was really enjoying the game a lot. So I'm just going to say this up front. I think Control is a good game so far, and I want to dive more into it. I'm really excited. If you're going to be here and you're going to have an open mind, and you're going to, you know, interact with me in a positive way, great. But if you're just here to sit here and crap on the game because it's not the kind of game that you like, then I suggest you go elsewhere. This is not going to be the place you want to hang out today, and I'm not going to allow people to just sit here and crap on the game constantly, unfairly, just because it's not to their taste, alright? I'm a variety streamer. I play a large amount of games and a large variety of content. Tonight, I'm playing a completely different kind of game with the end game of Judgment. That's going to be my late stream today. Tomorrow, I'm doing a Rageathon marathon, where I'm playing 5 different kinds of games, and then on Friday, I'm playing horror-themed video games. So, you know, if you like variety, it's coming. You don't have to sit here on this stream and suffer through a game you don't like, and certainly we don't want to see you complaining the entire time in the stream chat about it either. So I'm just forewarning everyone ahead of time. If this ain't your cup of tea, that's perfectly fine. Please come back later, and you'll have something completely fun and different later. Alright? What I'd like to do is talk about a few really interesting topics, positive updates, and things coming, alright? The first thing I want to talk about is an update on the Genesis Mini. As you guys know, I talked about this yesterday, that sadly the person who had said they were pre-ordering me the Genesis Mini months ago, backed out of it over the weekend, which sucks. You know, it is what it is. Well, the good news is, someone has stepped up and has gotten me the Genesis Mini, this time sending me the order confirmation information to show that they actually did order it. So in this case, I feel very confident that the Genesis Mini will be coming in the month of September. So this is excellent news. You know, we're back on track to cover it. And as I've told you guys, how am I going to cover it? I'm going to be unboxing it live on stream, which is really neat. I haven't done an unboxing of anything in quite some time. So a live unboxing to show you guys exactly what comes in the Genesis Mini. Alright, and then it's going to be me hooking it up and playing with it for a bit and showing you all the games that are available on it. Boop. So that you know at launch what's there, and checking out some of those games live. And then over the course of that week that the Genesis
I brought up
out,
a good old Snort Burnell's video here. I love me some Snort Burnell. It's pretty distilled, filled with light commentary, which makes me laugh uncontrollably. But I'm going to pause it here because, let's see here. Who asked that question? There are a couple questions I wanted to answer here. So CC asked if I enjoy Snort's new outro. And I do. I think it's interesting. You got to change it up every now and then. Don't be stagnant. So, yeah. But yeah, we got some AVGN. I think James Rolfe is probably one of the better, just centered creators out there on YouTube right now. And he's been just ripping off videos, which are just a ton of fun. A ton of fun. And then I wanted to talk about Phil here, talking about this whole Genesis Mini thing. So, like I said earlier, the guy who ordered the Genesis Mini originally backed out. You can do that up to 1 day before the shipping date. But does Phil know that? Because he just talked about there that, oh, hey, you know, they sent me all the confirmation number. They did order it. And great. Too bad they can back out at the very last day again. But he might have just went ahead and lied. And he ordered it. That's why he has the confirmation already. So, other than that, Phil is just the variety streamer. And we saw variety during that Rageathon, didn't we, guys? It was so goddamn boring. You could have picked any of those games, and they were just not rage-inducing at all. He got salty during, you know, Street Fighter V, but got a little salty with Ninja Gaiden 10 Black. But that's a good game. And he just can't do it. His skill set is not up to snuff. But it's not a fair shake for any of these games to give him only an hour to play them. And the only reason why people pick Morrowind is they wanted to watch him rage at the menus and rage at trying to find locations and things like that. But it wasn't enough time. So, they all got scammed by that one. You want to see him rage? Have him play Mortal Kombat. Or, you know, something else online only. Don't tell him, oh yeah, do trials and Crash Team Racing. No. Online is where his rage comes from. Because he thinks he's superior to other gamers. Because of his whole background of being a competitive Street Fighter. Yeah.
People in the stream chat are very excited, all using the thumbs up emote now. They're all happy to hear this update, this positive update. Okay? So that's good stuff. I can't wait for that. That's coming up in September. I believe that's September, I want to say it's the 19th or the 20th. I forget the exact date that it comes out. So whenever it shows up via Amazon shipping is when I'll be covering it. Okay? So number one, I want to say thank you to the person who did that. You didn't have to do that. It was really awesome that you did. You basically kind of saved the day there because it would have been a real bummer after talking about this for like over a month that it didn't happen. So thank you very much. They didn't say that they wanted their name out or anything, so I'm not going to mention who it was. But thank you very much to the person who did that, okay? It's the return of Subtember. Alright? You might say, well, what is Subtember? Subtember...
gosh. Before he gets on this whole rant about being able to sub to him for less money and blah, 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 who cares? I might have figured it out, agents. And I want to make sure, because it's important to me. But hopefully this works, and I'm sure it will. So let's see.
Fist bump. A shekel for the good agent.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
That's right. We get that
The
fist bump
Church
in
of
there.
Swinitology must be exposed.
That's a bit better, but we'll fix that whole layering thing. But that's better. It feels good now. So let's go back here. I'm just glad I finally figured it out on the fly.
Multiple things. First of all,
Ooh,
It's
a throat clear.
discounted subscription.
That brings up something I'm reminding myself of. Phil has a habit of feigning being sick. Before it happens, you know, there's an important date coming up. He wants to be sick around then. So you'll hear an uptick in throat clears and snorts and him complaining about his throat hurting, too much voice acting, things like that. And they show up and they keep coming. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm sick. I can't show up to the stream. I'm sorry, guys. Which, weird. That's going to happen Wednesday probably. He won't show up. Or no, Thursday morning stream. That's right. He said he was going to do a morning stream and have Thursday night off for a cat. But he might become sick on Wednesday night. So it's a trend, and it's been happening, and I'm working on a case file for it for when I go on vacation. That's going to be the Pig Roach files next month. So it might be a little longer, but it's got to showcase some of Phil's whole thing where he feigns being sick for like a week straight, and then all of a sudden he has 3 days off because he's unwell.
Yes, it is true. Subscriptions for the entire month of September, Tier 1 subscriptions, which are the ones that usually cost around $5, United States denomination or whatever, are now only going to cost half price. So only $2.50 to do a Tier 1 sub, which is awesome. And the good thing about this is the streamer actually gets paid as if the sub was full priced. Okay? So you only have to pay half if you want to subscribe to a channel on Twitch, but the streamer gets the full amount. That's excellent. Alright? And yes, I believe Dude Frozen, it includes gifted subs. Only Tier 1, though. I should clarify that. Tier 2 and Tier 3, which are the higher tier subs, those are going to be normal price. But the Tier 1 subs will be discounted.
I get the feeling subs will be flowing like a river during the month of September. Whenever they do this half-price subs, it usually goes really well. Greed
Wait. I know greed is massively strong there, Agent Snort Burnell. But the thing is that how does Phil have a feeling that things are going to happen? Now, keep in mind, last time Phil had a feeling that somebody was going to help out was during the Super Mario 64 / 2K cat reveal. He had a feeling some big whales were going to show up and splash some cash on him. He had a feeling somebody out there wanted to see something happen. But most people decided to go ahead and be like, hey, you knew that Planet Jeff was coming in with that $1,000 donation. You knew that that $1,000 goal that you set was already met. It was already promised to you behind the scenes. So you squeezed your pay piggies out for that extra 1K. You greedy piggy. But people like us, agents, people like the fine people over there on Kiwi Farms, digging up all the gold. Well, they were onto him. And we showcased that last time with Actually's video. But, Mr. Piggy, we're onto you and your tricks. You can't slide by that easy, buddy.
massively strong. I have no fucking self-control.
And that's cool because yesterday I announced how it was going to work with the sub goal for September. So allow me to reiterate. September's sub goal for the channel is going to be the Halloween Marathon event. If we hit the subscriber goal for the month of September, number one, we're going to be
How is that a sub goal?
Number two,
it's a holiday. Why is it a sub goal? I don't understand that ever.
During the event, all horror themed.
You should do
and number three,
a holiday sub goal just to have fun with it.
Costume I'll be wearing during my big Halloween streaming event. So it's a triple event for the month of September. And I get the feeling it's going to be pretty cool because people are going to finally be motivated. Maybe people who don't sub will be motivated to sub. Maybe we'll see some people gifting subs because of the discounted rate. I think it's going to go really well for everyone on Twitch. I think it's going to be a pretty awesome month for support and everything on streams, okay? Now, in addition to that, for the entire month of September, cheering also will be boosted. It'll be 10% bonus bits for every streamer. So if you, let's say, for example, you cheer 50 bits, well, the streamer will actually get 55 bits. It's a special bonus promotion that they're running for the entire month of September.
Oh,
so not only
he gets
subbing,
extra money.
but also cheering will be enhanced during the course of September as well. All right?
That's awesome stuff.
I don't know what he means by enhanced.
So much fun now. Really, seriously.
Does he get more money then?
This is cool because I'm getting that.
So he's just excited about money.
Vibe that I had for most of 2017, I'm getting it back now. Now, getting that
That's funny.
groove back, getting that vibe back. I'm ready for fun stuff. I hope you guys are ready too.
Now, the third part of this whole thing, okay, which I think is pretty funny. I'm gonna talk about it. Subway. Do you guys know? Subway. Eat fresh. Subway. Let's $5 foot long at Subway. You guys remember that shit? Well, guess what?
What?
Subway has partnered with Twitch for the month of September.
Oh, no way.
If you can believe it.
Nice.
So what this means is that for the month of September, there's going to be Subway emotes. Yes, Subway sandwich emotes in the stream chat
What?
for this month. And apparently,
Fantastic.
those emotes you get, like, there's a benefit to them. I don't know exactly how it's gonna work. They didn't in the email. They didn't show the emotes or whatever that the Subway is gonna have, but I just find it funny. Yes, that's the first thing I think about when I come to Twitch is a Subway sandwich, and I want to have Subway emotes.
I could go for a Subway sandwich. What's wrong with Subway?
Fast food, right?
Also, supposedly, actual Subway, like the employees of Subway, they're going to be coming into streams, randomly selected streams.
Oh, nice.
And gifting subscriptions. So Subway will be coming into selected streams and gifting subscriptions. What are the chances that Subway would come into one of my streams and gift subs out?
0. Because they do not associate with pedophiles anymore. Nobody's gonna show up and gift subs in your little wheelchair club, Phil. You're gonna have 500 viewers. How are you going to even pull anybody like that? I'm sure they're looking at 1K viewers plus. I mean, like, oh yeah, there we go. That's a decent chunk of people. Boom, sub bomb. Here you go, $100, 10 subs. Write it. You know, who cares? Let Subway have fun, Phil. You're just gonna be jealous because you're not even gonna have any kind of Subway subs coming into your stream.
I don't know about that. But I guess we'll see. Maybe if Subway comes and gives subs, we'll turn it into the Subway stream. Well, I'll turn back into the Subway guy. Meatball marinara. Amazing. Delicious seasonings. Fresh, melted, mozzarella. A discounted rate. This month only. That's Subway.
What a clown.
You're not a very mature adult.
We'll go back to the Subway guy. I don't know if we're going to do that, but... I guess we'll see, okay? We'll see what happens in the month of September. So anyway, that's like really, some pretty positive stuff. I'm happy about that because Twitch doesn't really do it that often anymore. And I think that this is going to really help with streaming during the month of September. Especially with all the new releases and everything going on.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Oh, yeah, you do,
This
Phil.
morning.
Like you did last year.
It's been announced that both Aladdin and The Lion King, the old school 2D pixel platformers for the Super NES and Sega Genesis / Master System, are being remastered in HD and will be re-released this year. Holy shit. It was leaked.
Oh, I can't wait for this. This is going to be good.
Known, and then it somehow leaked on the internet, and so basically the company came out and announced it and said, yes, it's true.
I mean, Disney's been on fire. They did their whole D23 conference and things like that. So I expect leaks like this to show up. But the thing is, Phil has stated before that he is a master at playing those kind of retro games. Especially Lion King. He is just the best Lion King player ever on the SNES. So I can't wait for him to go ahead and try to play the game that he claims he's a master at and watch him just fall on his face and get handheld by chat. Oh, it's going to be so good.
True. Now, for those who don't know, these are some of the big-time platformers from back in the 90s that kids like me would buy and or rent and play the living shit out of as movie tie-in games. In fact, I can tell you I 100% played The Lion King. I owned it because The Lion King was my favorite animated film of all time. I owned The Lion King.
What does he mean by owned it? I mean, he has a sealed copy of this game. Still. So did he sell it? Or is it still in his nook?
Lion King on the Super NES.
Wow.
So, I played that a ton, and the thing is, I haven't played it since the 90s, so I don't know how much I'm going to remember.
Oh, he's shilling?
I remember
again?
I mastered the game.
He always
I
shills.
absolutely 100% mastered the game. I could do maximize every bonus level.
Any moment, I can pick up a controller, and I can play any
Is
game.
he live begging for money?
Level.
Gotta go check and see if he's live begging for some money yet.
Bugs during the bonus levels. I learned all the secrets, all hidden secrets of the
First game we'll be
game.
playing
I mastered
today.
the entire game.
Oh, yep.
All right, but
Fantastic.
it's gonna be pretty crazy if I remember.
So that was September from good old Snorpinel. So maybe we'll finish the video a little later. But I'm gonna go watch this pre-stream. So let's pull that bad boy up. And we'll get there, and we'll get to some nice chuckling, because we know Phil is just gonna lie. We know he's just gonna be a terrible person. You know, the usual. That there. And there we go. We got some Pig Roach live. Let's unmute him.
Cabin, and they were having some kind of like a trip, a vacation or whatever.
Oh, I have a free sub.
And
Cool.
there was all kinds of
Sorry,
relationships
Phil.
between
It's not for
them.
you,
Some
bud.
of them liked each other. They were ex relationships, and some of them were new relationships. So you had all this tension of youth and love and everything, which typically is usually a part of horror themed movies from the 1980s. And then you had this supernatural theme where there was a killer who was hunting them down, but at the same time there was a supernatural element that apparently there were monsters out in the forest. And it was a really cool plot, and I really enjoyed the game. I didn't know anything about it when I played it, and I just kind of approached it like a 1980s horror flick. And it worked out really well. You know, just my reactionary commentary ended up being one of the best playthroughs, in my opinion, I think I've ever done. And that was 4 years ago, okay? So, you know, in 4
I don't think we'll get any rage today, unless
happened.
some camera issues or something else
I
happens.
now,
And yeah,
more of
he
a
uses
live
save states for
reactionary
every
streamer
retro
than
game he
anything
plays
else.
now.
But the cool thing here is that now I get to share these kind of experiences with you guys live, and I get to see your live reactions and everything. Not to say I didn't do that with Until Dawn, I did. And that was actually one of the few games where there was like a creepy interactive vibe, because I got to see your reactions to things that were going on in the game live as well, okay? So,
people to see
since then, since
sitting in there
Until
live
Dawn,
right
which
now?
it was one of my favorite playthroughs of all time.
230 viewers for a
Supermassive
pre-stream
Games
for
went
a
on to do
horror
couple other
stream
things. I
marathon.
believe they did this game a couple
that he
was
says
it
he's gonna
last
do.
year or the year before. I can't remember.
Yikes.
It was like a mini game. It wasn't even like a full-fledged game. That was like a murder mystery, and I can't even remember what the hell the name of it was. That game was meant to be like an interactive one. Where people like online could influence it and stuff. I can't remember what the hell it was called. And they
That
also
sounds
did a
pretty cool.
spin-off game for PlayStation VR of Until Dawn. It was an on-rail shooter. So they did a few things since Until Dawn, but nothing too major, alright? So what they're doing now is they're starting up a whole new line of horror-themed video games, and it's called the Dark Pictures Anthology. Alright, now what this is a series of different plot lines, all horror-themed, and there's going to be a guy who's going to be the narrator. You guys ever see Tales from the Crypt from the 1990s? It was a horror-themed.
Remember, he's a
series
children's
that ran on
entertainment.
HBO.
I mean, I'm sure
And they
majority
had
of
a
these kids
puppet
out there
called
haven't
the
seen him.
Crypt Keeper, and he was a creepy-looking skeleton monster dude, and he was basically the narrator for the entire series. He would narrate every episode, and he had nothing to do
Tales
with the
from
content
the Crypt
of the
is
episode,
fantastic, by
but
the
he
way.
would be the omnipresent guy who kind of knew everything that was going on in every episode and would narrate.
I really
everything
don't know,
that happened.
Keeper.
Yes, that's right, boys and ghouls. That's right, Silas Darko. Hello, boys and ghouls. And he would have all these cool puns and everything.
That's some quality voice
There's
acting.
going to be, in this series of games called the Dark Pictures Anthology, an omnipresent narrator called the Curator. And he's going to set the stage for all the games that are going to be coming out in this series, okay? So this is the first in the series. And apparently from what's supposed to happen, there's supposed to be more games. Like,
Man, he's
I
going
think they
in
said
super
at a
depth
rate
for
of
this.
maybe every 6 to 8 months.
He must
they're
be
gonna
reading
releasing
right off
other
Twitter
games.
right
Over
now
the
or
course of,
something.
Like the next 3 years, there's supposed to be like 4 games or
And
more.
he's just kinda going
coming
over
out
it.
from Supermassive Games, all in the style of Until Dawn. So what that means is
Oh, his chat is in slow mode.
a lot of
That's
you know,
weird.
plot elaboration and narration, a lot of character development, and then horror. You know, whether it's supernatural element or just a killer on the loose or whatever it may be, it's going to have that element to it. Okay, so that's what today is. It's going to be.
Who's
a game
even in
where
chat
you
right
know,
now?
a lot
Let's
of
see here.
character build-up
Tekken's
and
here,
everything.
and Eternal
You know,
Napalm's
interactivity
here.
makes
That
choices
Anani
between
Mouse is
characters
here.
that determines how they interact
And that's
with
it.
each other, and it's going to determine whether or not those characters survive in the game.
That's gonna be a
much
great
like
mod
Until
team for
Dawn
this.
was exactly the same thing. There's going to be
You know,
quick time events.
there's
there's
no
gonna be
trolling, Phil.
character choices, you know, with their personalities and stuff. So I'm excited to see how this turns out.
Yeah, they're talking
It's
about
an
coming
experiment.
back
I don't
with Tales
think- I can't
from the
think
Crypt,
of
which
another
would be
game
interesting.
studio that's ever
You know,
done an
have Netflix
anthology
or Hulu
of
do it.
games
That'd be
before.
fun.
You know, like I could think, okay, an IP where they do sequels, but never has there been completely.
Yeah, seriously, I
disassociated
gotta start
plot
putting
lines in an anthology.
that clip
I think, like, American
into
Horror
my
Story,
videos
right? That television
of
series.
just
that's
get
kind of what
on
they're
with
going
it.
for here.
Because
So This is
This is
exciting to
absurd.
me. Not only because
My
do I love
pre-streams
horror?
are what?
I love horror.
10
games,
minutes,
but,
if that?
Until Dawn was a game
Which is
that I
plenty of
absolutely
time for me
really
to
enjoyed
stop,
years ago.
come in, talk to you
If
guys,
they end up coming out
give
with
you guys
more
a
this
minute
series that are
of
all
my
kind of
time
every
in
few months
face-to-face
with a cool,
before we get
entertaining,
going,
unique
and then we're
experience,
into videos.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Immediately.
All right.
Or we're into
So let's see
gameplay.
today.
Immediately.
Man of Medan is the first
Because
in
I
the
take my
series.
time like that, but this
All
guy
right.
has to sit there
And
and
we're gonna
pig
find out
explain
exactly how this
everything
turns out.
to
Now,
his
from what I'm
fans
to
because they're just
understand,
all
the game
wheelchairs.
has multiple endings.
They need to
And what
understand
people are saying
everything
is
going
if you
on.
want to see kind of both major plot lines of the game, you have to play it twice. Much like Resident Evil. Excuse me.
Again,
Much like Resident Evil.
what did I say
there's
about throat
like a side
clearing
A
earlier?
and a side B. So what we're going to do today is going to do the main playthrough, just cold turkey. I don't know what to expect. We're just going to play through the game once and see what happens. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't stop burping all of a sudden.
Great
Excuse
burps,
me.
Phil. Come on,
Woo.
man. Mute the mic.
I
It's
didn't
not
even
that
have breakfast
hard.
or anything today. I don't even know what I'm burping from.
All
Okay,
the
so
gin
that's what
last
we're gonna
night?
do today. Now, from what I'm to understand, all right, this game is only 4 hours long, but that's because they want you to play it more than once. They want you to play it at least twice to see all the different
Okay, so
scenarios.
they want you to
side
have
A and
replay
side
value
B.
with your game.
Now,
Not a
also,
big deal.
Apparently, there's like
But Phil won't
ridiculous
play it
amount
twice.
of endings, but they're
Unless,
determined by how
well,
many people
it's
survive,
Dark Souls
and obviously
or
the more people that
GTA
survive, the
or
better
anything
you
like
get.
that.
So the goal is to try to save everyone.
I
But
wonder
I
if Mormon's
seriously
gonna stick
doubt that
around.
we're going to be able to save everyone in the first playthrough, not knowing what the hell's going on. Okay, maybe the second playthrough will be
I
able
recognize
to.
that city in.
All right, but I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Okay, now that's going to be today's main
CD
stream.
and
It's gonna be
emote,
my
that's cool.
first cold turkey playthrough of Man of Medan.
But it says
now,
Ack in
later
it, so,
tonight, on my late night stream,
uh-oh.
we've got another horror themed game. That's
He
right.
doesn't
Now,
know what cold
many
turkey
of you may not
means
even
at
remember
all.
this, but back in the 1990s, the late 1990s,
No.
there was a movie that started a craze in the horror
Yeah,
movie genre.
I don't
It was
get
called The
why
Blair
he
Witch
calls
Project.
things he
It was a
does first
movie
time
based
is, oh
on
god,
a very basic plot line that a few college
He's
kids
pig-splaining
went into the woods,
Blair Witch
to try
Project.
to research the legend of the Blair
By the
Witch.
way,
Apparently there was a legend.
I lived
where
in the
they were going
woods.
to
This
investigate
movie scared me
the
for like
woods.
2
There was,
days.
like, an old lady
I did not go
or
in the
some kind
woods
of
in
a
the middle of
creepy
the night
person
anymore.
living in the woods,
And then I got
who
over
was
it.
practicing
I was
witchcraft.
like,
And there had never been any concrete evidence, but there had always been like urban legends about it. So these kids went out into the woods to find a witch.
Yeah, he has
And
no
the
idea
movie
what
was
cold
shot
turkey means at all.
entirely with
but-
camcorders. All right, entirely. It was the
Yeah.
first found footage style horror movie to hit the mainstream. There
It
were
was
ones that had been done
budgeted
before,
with,
but this
like,
was the first one that got
15 grand.
All right. Now in
And
reality,
Blair Witch Project made it.
in reality,
a
the movie's
boatload
not
of
very
cash.
scary. It's basically a bunch of kids being hysterical about nothing.
Yeah, he
and
is.
really, you never get to see anything scary in the movie. There's not a single
That's the
monster.
point.
There's not any. There's a bunch of jump scares. There's a lot of psychological horror. There's no actual like pure horror in the game whatsoever.
But
Okay?
that was the point of
in the game,
that
I didn't see
movie.
the movie. Excuse me. So later on, the movie was actually
The game?
insanely successful.
Did you already play the game?
But I think they knew that they weren't going to be able to reproduce that again with another found footage style movie, so they made a sequel that was a big budget Hollywood movie called The Blair Witch Project 2.
I didn't
and
like
it
the
was a
second
huge
one.
flop. What it was now it had special effects, and it was basically a parody of the first
they
movie
could've
where people were
stuck
like,
with
"Oh, we're
it,
going to investigate what
be
happened
honest.
to those college kids," and the movie had fucking a stupid movie.
His
monster
children that
was
watch the
really
stream,
shitty. It was just a
that's
really
who don't
bad
know what
movie.
Blair
Really-
Witch is.
Really poorly done for a big budget movie. It was just a piece of shit, and people absolutely hated it, and it essentially killed the whole Blair Witch idea. Even though the first movie had been such a hit, it
That's why
basically
this
just
game's
destroyed it, and
interesting.
then no one ever really cared about Blair Witch ever again. Now years later, they made another.
That's why
one.
I'm interested in it. I'm
I think
gonna
it was
kind of
called
see
Book of
somebody's
Sh- no,
playthrough.
Book
Not
of
Phil's
Shadows.
though. I
That was the
can't
second one.
stand
I think
Phil.
there was another one that was like
Right
a
now, he's
spin-off
too
Blair
boring.
Witch movie. I don't even remember if I ever saw it. I can't even remember. But essentially, there's not much else to say about the Blair Witch franchise. It's been dead for a long time. Okay? But that being said, today we're going to be checking out Blair Witch the game. And
Oh,
apparently what
wow,
this is
the
supposed to
game.
be is based off of the plot of the Blair Witch lore. You're heading into these woods with your dog, and apparently you're getting hunted by a creature or whatever
Oh,
it may
no.
be. Will there actually be a creature to hunt you, or will it be
Who
more like the
knows,
first
Phil?
Blair Witch movie
You
where
have
you
to
don't
play
see
the game.
anything and there's just psychological horror?
Or watch the guide
I
like
have
you
no
did.
idea. I don't know what to expect with this game. We saw it at E3 for the first time, and it seems intriguing. I don't know how long the game's going to be. But that's going to be my late stream tonight. Now, here's the cool thing. Later tonight, once it gets dark outside, I'm going to turn off the lights in my office. I'm just going to have one little light on, and I'm going to play it in the dark. And I'm going to have my door open, so if Jasper, my cat, wants to come in and join us, he can.
Oh, no,
And
not
it'll be
another
pretty funny if,
Jasper
we're
jump
playing it,
scare.
and all of a sudden, Jasper, does something to scare the shit out of all of us.
Oh,
And
playing
that
with the
element of
lights
surprise
off.
could be there. Okay.
Oh, that's so scary. That footage is going to be terrible.
see.
You better up the quality on your camera,
We're gonna see
Phil.
what happens.
Your
Tonight,
480
with the
garbage
premiere
is
of
just
Blair
going
Witch
to
on the stream.
be a blurry
Okay,
black
should be
mess
pretty
then.
cool. Now tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to be finishing up, or at least attempting to finish up, the other new release for this week, Control, which I have very much enjoyed. I think
He
it's
loves
a,
this
it's
game
a
for
really
some reason.
exceptionally good game, especially when it comes to the atmosphere and the plot.
Right.
And I'm having a ton of fun with it. Okay, even though I'd say the combat is okay, it's passable. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. I think that the other elements of the game, notably the story and the world design and the enemy design and everything, have been good enough to make this game an outstanding game for this year. So I'm going to be
Okay,
wrapping up my
he likes the game,
Control,
so
hopefully
this game's gonna
tomorrow.
make his
Tomorrow,
top 10 at the end of the
10
year,
hours
no
long,
doubt
but I've been
about
doing
it.
all the side content,
For some
that
reason.
extends the length of the game. Okay, so that's going to be tomorrow as the main gameplay stream. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing more than likely more of Blair Witch, because I really doubt Blair Witch is only a 2-hour long game. So after tonight's first taste of 2 hours of Blair Witch,
Are you
we'll
going to
be
do
doing
it
more
tomorrow
Blair
night with the
Witch
lights off
tomorrow
again?
night. Okay.
Is that how it's going to be
So,
for the
there you
entire
go.
Blair Witch
That's gonna
project?
be
Or are you just going to be too lazy and keep the lights
Sunday.
on?
My main gameplay stream on Sunday is going to be my second run through Man of Medan. And what we're going to do this time is try to do either alternate choices
So he's
or
gonna
the
do
side B playthrough.
2
where you
runs
do
of the
different
same
stuff.
game within
So
3
yeah,
days.
so
Gotcha.
today will be the first
Gotcha.
cold turkey playthrough. Sunday we'll know more about
Why
the game.
are
We're
you
gonna try
using
to
that?
actively make the right choices.
It's
and
not-
or
it's a
make
blind
side B,
playthrough.
Whatever the
Dum-dum.
changes may be in the game. Okay.
God.
So that's going to be Sunday. And then Sunday night, I'm going to do my weekly Minecraft chill stream.
There's
We'll
no
just be
idea what
relaxing to end this fun streaming
cold
week.
turkey
Have
is.
a couple hours of
It's
building
terrible.
and world creation, and we've got Infinite 55 was the top contributor on my last Minecraft stream, so he's got to pick what he wants me to do in the world. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, because he's owed something to be named after him.
Skrillex
Or
threatening.
named in
Yeah,
his-
I remember that.
Whatever
Feels
he
dumb.
requests. And top contributor this week will get something named after them. So it's always fun,
Oh.
the Minecraft streams. That's going to be Sunday night. Now,
loves
Monday
these
I'm off.
Minecraft
No
bidding
streaming on
wars.
Monday, but I'll be back
It's the
on
only reason why he
Tuesday.
plays Minecraft
And
anymore.
honestly, the schedule for Tuesday is completely up in the air because it all depends on how things go with Control and with these horror-themed games. If
Okay.
we've already beaten Man of Medan
Well,
twice,
what are you gonna do then, Phil?
probably we're not going to do a third run through it unless there's a real reason to, which I don't know if there'll be a reason to. If I've beaten Blair Witch after 2 night sessions, then obviously it's over, but I don't know, will I be done or will there be more? I have no idea. So, really, Tuesday and Wednesday this coming week are completely up in the air. I have no idea what's going to happen with those streaming days. We're going to kind of play it by ear and see what happens this weekend with all these new releases and go from there. Okay?
$25 to try to
Thursday
troll
of next week, which
this
is
guy
September
for
5th,
playing
I believe
horror
it's
games
been announced
in August.
that people who have Microsoft Game
Great
Pass,
job.
which I have because someone gifted it to me for 2 months, people are able to play Gears of War 5 early. And if that is the case, I'm going to play Gears of War 5 as my one gameplay stream for that day. It's going to be the main stream. We're going to be checking out the story of the game. Apparently, Gears of War 5 has done some big changes to the franchise.
Miguel, are you serious? You should
Okay,
go cold
including,
turkey on Jenny. Goes, oh, what brand?
Open
Oh, yeah, I'll
world
stop
segments,
drinking Jasper
which
brand,
is
but
kinda weird
Beefeater's
to
my
me.
favorite.
Open world segments.
He actually loves
I don't know
Tinkeray,
how that's
though.
going to work in Gears of War, alright? Well, I'm only doing one gameplay stream that Thursday the 5th because of personal reasons at night. I'm not doing a late stream. And then on the 6th, that
Wait,
Friday, I have off because it's Kat's
What are you
birthday.
talking about?
So I'm going to be spending the day with my wife for her birthday.
So,
but then I'll be back
personal
after
reasons.
that with a bunch of streams.
You are
after
going
that,
to
okay?
Seattle
So,
to a suite
this upcoming
with your
week is up in the
wife
air. Now, some people
to spend
already
the day
posed
in
some very
Seattle.
valid questions in the stream chat. They said, well, what about the Grand Theft Auto 4
Why not
playthrough?
say
We've got
it?
1 or 2
I'm
more
going
sessions
to
until
go
that
celebrate
one's
my
done.
wife's birthday.
And it's kinda
That's
like
all
my
you could have
age here.
said.
What about
Not,
Judgment?
for
You're
personal
in the game
reasons,
with
I'm
one
not
more
going
night
to tell
session
you where
and
I'm
you're done.
going.
Fair enough. Those are valid questions. You guys are absolutely right. again, this week is up in the air. I don't know what's going to happen with these games this weekend. Will I actually beat Control tomorrow? Will I actually...
So he's just kind of going to show back up, shuffle in on Saturday morning.
Determine
be like, oh, I'm here, guys. Well, I don't know what to play. Maybe
so
you guys can tell me what to play.
A determination on
and then they'll be like, oh, Morrowind, play Morrowind. And he'll be like, no, I don't want to play that game.
Chances are,
I didn't like it.
Tuesday and Wednesday, I will more than likely be trying to squeeze in more GTA 4 at some point, and yes, the conclusion of Judgment. Okay, so it's coming. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. His Bill's money recently is for
now.
That
some other people have been asking about Dragon Quest Builders
reveal
too.
was for
That's
Cat's
another
birthday.
Fair question. Yes, that playthrough will be continuing, but again, the new releases will always take priority over ongoing kind of more chill playthroughs.
Why?
So yes,
he wants those day one views all the time.
Continue. I love the game,
but he makes more money spreading out during some other
have more
garbage.
Opportunity. All right, maybe it'll be later this week. Maybe it won't be. I don't know. Okay, let's find out together. Fair enough? All right. The other thing is, everyone going crazy in the stream chat. What about this game? What about this game? Listen, the bottom line is I play the games that I have the most interest in. All right? And the games that I'm playing right now are the ones I'm the most interested in. I'm well aware that there's been other games like Remnant, From the Ashes, whatever it's called, and Astral Chain.
I don't know why he's not playing that game. I want to get that game.
Onimaki Baki, whatever it's called. Teriyaki. You know.
That's not racist, is it?
The game is called. I can't remember what it's called.
No, it couldn't be.
I skipped a bunch of these games because I was more interested in other games. That's what I do as a streamer. I pick the games that I feel I'm going to be more interested in or going to make better playthroughs.
Yeah, okay? Borderlands 3 is coming soon, so that's going to be fun to play.
Understand, there's a reason
New Modern
why
Warfare.
I skipped certain
that's going to be
games.
good. I'm going to
not
jam on
saying
that
I'll
for
never
a while.
play those games. I'm saying I wasn't interested in
Destiny
playing them right
2
now.
expansion.
I'd rather do other stuff.
Going to be fun.
Okay, I'm not the guy who plays every single game anymore. All right? At one point, I was. So admittedly, I can understand why there's some confusion. Why isn't Phil playing this hot new release? Well, because I don't play them all.
A nice gumshoe voice.
I pick and choose the ones that I feel are either going to be more entertaining to me or more entertaining to you as a viewer. That's why. And
he's really saying all just teriyaki and things like that when he's talking about a Japanese named game.
That's why I'm doing it. Okay?
It's just like,
again, not saying those games are completely written off and no chance. I'm just saying right now I'm busy with other stuff and maybe they'll happen in the future.
Yeah,
but definitely
no, Astral Chain was a no-brainer.
Okay,
I still don't. I'm confused on why he's not playing it.
A few things. First of all, the Rageathon.
I've heard that game is just fantastic.
Thank you to everyone who attended it.
We're gonna talk about the Rageathon.
Enjoyed it. If you did not check out the Rageathon, if you weren't available to be here,
awful.
You missed out on some good stuff. You missed out on some not so good stuff. I always knew this was going to happen whenever we do a marathon.
He's gonna blame the fans.
Games. Typically, some are great and some aren't so great.
Oh, it's all the fans' fault. They picked some shit games.
We played, definitely Street Fighter V and Ninja Gaiden Black definitely caused the rage. Like Street Fighter V, we all knew it was going to happen. I hate the game. The game ran like shit. It was really laggy. There was fucking skipping frames of animation like
stupid
crazy
lag,
online.
Dude.
It was just a really bad experience. The funny thing was I won the majority of
matches exactly. Your fans rather watch other things.
The game at all. I was beating the shit out of the scrubs. But
oh, you're right.
The game sucks,
you're right, Oathkeeper.
Okay, and I didn't have a very good time with it. And Ninja Gaiden Black, oh my god! For the first time ever, I finally played it, and now I understand why people say what they say about it. So basically, the game's incredibly difficult.
No, you're right. You won't go back
easy.
to
Think Dark
Kingdom
Souls
Hearts 3.
before
No.
Dark Souls existed.
Not at all.
Only it's even worse
that game's
than
done,
Dark
dude.
Souls because there's no enemy targeting system whatsoever in the game. You
Dark
can't
Souls
control
again?
who you're pointing
It's worse
toward
than Dark
when you
Souls.
attack.
Dark Souls.
So you could be
Souls.
attacking a mob of enemies.
Why?
You want to kill,
Why so much
one
Dark
certain
Souls, man?
one, or you want to attack the boss instead of the minions, and you can't. Hayabusa just flails around doing whatever he wants. And the camera sucks to boot. The camera
just
will
like
not
Dark
rotate
Souls,
properly.
huh?
You try to rotate the camera, sometimes it goes into first person and fucks you over. It's just really badly designed. And it's just sad because the combat engine is quite good, but the camera and the lack of a targeting system make the game so frustrating. So the Rageathon was good. It was successful, by the way. I want to say thanks to everyone who attended, anyone who contributed. It was really well received.
No, it
out of all
wasn't.
the
It
games
was
I
terrible.
played, there's high potential that I will be going back someday to
he could be a Dark Souls streamer.
As a chill
I
stream.
think it's fine.
And as Ninja Gaiden Black as an actual playthrough. Alright? So
A
I'm
chill
not writing
stream
those off.
of
I own the games, and I
Morrowind
would
would
definitely
be
consider going
terrible.
back to play them
There'd
again
be
in the
so
future,
much
just not right
hand-holding
now.
during that.
With all the new releases and everything, we're handling.
Phil,
there's
go
no
over there.
way
You
I
gotta
can get to
ride through
those
your
now,
stilt.
but there's
Stilt
potential I
rider,
will
yeah.
eventually play those in the
Gotta
future.
go here to this city,
Okay.
Phil. You should really buy that and
Excuse
enchant
me.
that.
So there you go.
Wow, you forced that one.
Now, also, now that the Rageathon is done, we can begin to talk about the next event. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hit September.
Retrospective
which means
5.
It's time to start planning for the next event. What is the next event? It's the retrospective. All right, we hit the
Retrospective
subscriber goal
5.
for this month.
That's gonna
which
be
means we're doing
terrible.
a special retrospective event. And what I'm gonna do, more than likely, it's not gonna be today because today I'm like super busy between the new releases and everything. Maybe
What?
tomorrow, I'm gonna set up a thread on my forums on thekingofhate.com where you guys.
It would
can
take you,
begin
what,
to
5
nominate
minutes to
your
set up a thread?
favorite Moments of my
Can't do it
10
during break?
years- Excuse me. At this point, it's almost 11 years as a content creator on the internet. Your absolute
Can't do it right
favorite
now?
moments for us to watch back in a special retrospective marathon event.
Again, he
Okay?
wants people to show up on his forums
It should
to
be
it.
great. Every time I do
Get
these, you guys
doxxed.
have a lot of fun. And in particular, one thing that I'm going to do this time around, I'm going to pick some of my favorite things as well for us to watch together. For example, there's one or two playthroughs that really stick out in my mind.
Okay,
that over
what,
the
Phil?
years were really entertaining and fun. And I think I want to watch some of those back with you guys live. But it's going to be not only my picks, but you guys who are nominating.
Sounds good to
and
me,
picking
Housekeeper.
your favorite moments of my stuff over the years as well, okay? So be on the lookout for that. I will let you guys know when that is
Terrible.
available
I
so
don't
that you
get it.
guys can start nominating stuff post-haste, as they say.
Why
because that
nominate
event
stuff
will be
when
taking
he's just
place
going to go ahead and change
probably
around things?
by the end
No,
of
I'm
the
not
day.
going to watch that video, or
Yes,
he'll
the end
fast
of the day,
forward
we're
through
doing
all
that
the parts
marathon.
that
At the
we
end
want
of
you
the
to not
month of
see.
September is
And
what
then
I'm
he's going to
saying.
screen all of these videos, too.
WJR, yes, I am aware. I already downloaded Blair Witch. I got it this morning.
Oh.
Blair Witch wasn't available
Wow.
last night, so
Good
I
job,
turned
Phil.
on my Xbox One this morning, and it was there, so I downloaded it. I've got it ready for tonight. We're good to go. Okay, thanks for the
Finally.
heads up, WJR. I appreciate that. All right. So, outside of all that, I don't have much else to talk about. Just some good news in the fact that I am getting a Sega Genesis Mini.
Oh, you
and
are,
it's coming
yeah.
on September 19th.
How did you know they're not
That's
going to
great
back out
news,
of it,
I wanted
Phil?
to cover that, and we had some uncertainty if that was going to happen. It is happening now. So Sega Genesis Mini coverage, including a live unboxing on stream, hooking up the console, showing you the features of the
He's
console.
gonna
and
do an
checking out all the
unboxing
games
stream?
on the console.
Oh
That
my God, it's
will
gonna be
happening.
boring.
All right, so I hope you guys are excited for Genesis Mini coverage come the middle of September. Okay.
Not really.
Why am I playing Blair Witch on Xbox One and not PS4? Because it's an Xbox One Game Pass exclusive. If you have Xbox
Oh,
Game
didn't
Pass,
want
you
to
get it
spend the
under
money.
Game Pass
Okay, gotcha.
For free. That's why I'm playing it
So
on
I could go
Xbox
play it
One.
if I felt
I
like
don't
it.
even
Cool.
know if Blair Witch is on PS4. I think it might be just PC and Xbox One. I could be wrong. But it's under Game Pass, so it's a no-brainer. I'm getting it that way rather than buying the game outright for $30. Okay? So there's your answer.
I think he's watched his shower streams
so
before.
that's it, guys. I think I covered a lot.
I think.
That was a lot of stuff to talk about. I hope I covered a lot of good topics for you.
But what about
Now
our
what I'd like to
gratuitous
do
plugs?
is move on
The
to
scripted
next
segment.
of the stream, which is the gratuitous plugs.
Jasper's in the
I'm gonna try
room.
to do these short and sweet. All right.
I can hear his
I just
bell.
want to say thank you guys for all of your support. I am a full-time streamer, and I rely primarily on your crowdfunding support to keep stuff going.
Yeah, here we go.
And
Script
for-
it.
To not only buy all the games, pay my bills and everything, but you know, to do everything behind the scenes. It really is about your support on streams.
That's
that keeps
weird.
me
Why-
going
why
to
is
do what
Jasper
I love.
here?
I stream 6 days a week full-time. You know, it's a lot of work, but I absolutely love this job more than anything else. I've ever done
Everybody
in my
knows
life.
that he's scripted
That being
right
said,
here.
There's many ways if you enjoy my
rough.
live streams that you can be supportive, of which I'm going to outline many right now. First of all, there's Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil.
Oh, you're
The
going to talk
monthly
about
pledges
Patreon?
bring
Okay.
you personal perks, depending on how much you pledge. In particular, this month, the best perk, I would say, is the ability to get your question answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show. After
Yeah, it
the
is,
game
JD.
that
He
takes place
just
later on
plays the
September this
game
month, or this coming
one
month.
playthrough, and then he
So,
stops,
good
and then he
opportunity to
leaves
pledge
the
to get
game
your-
and
get
just
that
barely
perk,
touches it
okay?
ever again.
So please consider it.
Most of the games he just
I
deletes
appreciate
that
anyone who
night.
pledges to my Patreon, and thank you.
Joshua,
to all of our
I will
patrons.
help
Check out
you.
Patreon.com/darksidephil. I have a merchandise shop where I sell all
It's
kinds of fun
taxpayer
merch.
money.
Primarily
Phil
t-shirts, but a lot
is
of
supported
other
by
stuff as well.
taxpayer
In
money.
particular today, I'm
Fantastic.
actually wearing one of my Teespring shirts.
Oh, you
my
are?
Old school DSP crown design that's been
Nice,
on there for
Phil.
over 2 years.
Wow.
And it's one of the best sellers ever on my
Such a
Teespring
great
shop.
shirt.
You'll see me wearing this all day long, but, you know,
Oh, yeah.
I own a bunch of the merch myself. It's really great. This shirt
have
I've
you
owned for
seen
over 2
the
years and
DIA
has not
gift
faded
shop
or
yet?
worn out whatsoever.
It's out there.
All the
The
times
links
that
are
I've worn it.
below in the
The Teespring
description.
stuff is
I know
really
the
great
designs
quality, okay? So give it a
are
look.
getting
That's
there. But,
teespring.com
I'm working on a couple
/stores
more here too.
/DSP gaming.
Especially,
Okay?
I'm gonna make a hoofed it.
And then, of course, if you're
where
here
it's just
live
a
on the
pig
stream,
foot just stomping
there's
on
many
a
ways you can
controller.
contribute, including cheering with bits,
So that'll be
subscribing to
fun.
the channel, and tipping me. If you do any of those things during today's stream, I will try to give you a live shout-out. All right? That's my whole point here. But understand a few things.
Unless if it's a troll comment,
Number
then I'm
one,
just
I
gonna
have
say,
abide by Twitch's terms of
it's a
service,
troll.
so I can't just
I don't
say
need to
do
read
whatever
it.
I want. Number two,
You
I have a
bought some
certain vibe
stickers
that I try to
already?
maintain on my stream.
Of my
Chill and
lovely
relaxed
face?
vibe.
GD,
I don't like
wait a
having
minute.
drama and negativity and toxicity on the
Thank you
streams.
so much.
All right, that's just my thing. There's many other places on the internet where they
gotta
love
get
that
one.
stuff.
I gotta
My
get a
streams
shirt
are not
too,
it,
I think.
Okay, so that being said,
Maybe just the normal white
if I
Asian
don't give a shout
basic
out
edition.
for a particular contribution, it could be that I just missed it, and
That'd
I
be good.
apologize if that's the case. But there's a lot of cases where people try to derail the stream, get me to get into argumentative topics like politics or religion, or they point out, oh, this guy insulted you, this guy's stealing your content, this guy said this, blah, blah, blah,
stealing
blah.
it.
I don't care.
Give me that
I'm here
content,
to
Phil.
have fun, to give
I'm
you
more
honest
entertaining
reactions
than
to a
you.
video game, to share
don't
those
know about
reactions
that
with all of
sometimes.
you live on the stream.
It's entertaining to
interact
watch
with
a
you guys through
dumpster
the
fire
stream
like
chat and
this.
to have you guys talk with each other and just
All
have a
the
good
time.
chill time. You guys don't want drama and crap. You have enough drama and crap in your own life. Why do you want to come to a gameplay stream to see that shit, right? You don't. So
Well, because
why
I don't
have
have
people
drama in
thing.
my life.
All
My
right,
life
now
is
also
pretty
at the top of your stream,
mundane and
there's a stream stats
nice and
leaderboard
balanced.
for top
And
cheer
to
and
see
top
somebody
tipper of the
else's
day will be put
dumpster
up there
fire,
and get
oh, it's
extra recognition.
captivating.
In addition to that,
Like
there's
I
a
watched
cheering
that
leaderboard integrated
Chris
into the
Hansen
chat
interview
that gives people
with
who cheer
Only
extra
Use Me
recognition
Blade,
as well on a daily
and
basis,
oh, that
all
was
right?
so
all
good.
this stuff,
I'm gonna
good
make a video
stuff,
on that.
Great ways for people.
I might make one tomorrow,
Get recognition,
which would be fun to do.
for their contributions. All right, pretty good stuff.
Be on the lookout for that. It's gonna take a little bit of time.
So, all that being said, guys,
It's gonna be fun.
The best way for you to contribute today, since I've just mentioned a ridiculous amount of ways to contribute, you may be wondering, what is the best
Just
way
the
to
tip?
contribute? What helps fill out the most?
Just the tip, guys.
By
Here it
far,
comes.
tipping me today helps.
Oh,
me more than
yeah.
anything. For
Phil
more than
loves
a couple
just
of
the
reasons.
tip.
First of all, tipping me allows me to afford all the upcoming new releases. There's a lot
I
of
gotta
new
cut your
releases coming
claws
up in
back,
the month
buddy.
of September, and so
You're
when you
getting
tip me,
sharp.
those are funds that I can put straight towards that. Number two,
We'll do
tipping
that
me
tonight,
gives me those
probably,
funds
huh?
right away to do whatever I need to do. And
Oh, boy.
being very honest with all of you, there's a bill coming up that I was supposed to pay by the
What?
end of the month. It's looking like I'm not going to be able to afford it unless I raise a significant amount of money in the next 2 days.
What bill, Phil? What
So
you
it's just gonna
need?
have to wait. I don't know.
I
what else
need
to do
more
about it.
money.
And then in early September,
just got
a ton of my bills
a
come due.
ton
All
of
my
money,
major bills
Phil.
come due, my mortgage and everything. come
Your
due
mortgage?
early in the month, like the first week. So any tips that you guys
Did
give me during the
Jasper
streams go
already
straight
like
towards that
not
stuff.
pay his dues?
And that's why tipping helps.
Better
more
get
than
rid of the
anything.
cat, man. You're not making
Listen,
enough money off of
cheering,
it.
Subscribing, those things are great. Those things are amazingly positive.
Yeah, what is
I'm
this
looking
big
forward
bill,
to-
Phil? Is it your
to a
tax
great,
payment?
You know, stream today, and I am appreciative of any contributions that you guys give. But it takes a while for me to see any positive
Yikes.
effect from things like subbing and cheering. While tipping, I get right away. So please consider tipping if at all you can. If you have control over how you can contribute, that helps me more.
If
than
you
anything.
have control
But
of how you
if
contribute,
can't
tip me.
That's fine.
If you don't,
Alright.
don't give me money.
Fair enough.
But give me money anyways.
I think now what we're going to do is do shout-outs for those who have contributed, and then we're going to get ready for Man of Medan. Are you ready for Man of Medan, motherfucker?
What the hell is
'Cause
that?
he's the man of
Why?
Medan. I don't know why. I just keep thinking like
Why do you have to sing
a
everything?
Western
you
theme for
artistic
this game. As
spurn.
stupid as that sounds, the name of the game is so weird. Man of Medan. Cause he's the man.
Oh, he's leaning in on that mic.
Man of Medan, yeah. I don't know why. It just keeps like playing in my head. Very odd.
Oh, his champagne bill's coming due? Oh, I didn't know about
So,
that. That's right. His
ladies
hotel bill. That's what
Let's
it
shout out,
is.
shall we? For those who contributed so far today.
That's
Alright?
the big bill.
First
It's
of
his
all,
hotel bill for
overnight we
Kat's
had a couple
birthday
contributions that I obviously
weekend. That's
like
what
to
it
give,
is.
some
I guarantee it.
shout-outs
That's
for.
his big bill
Heaving Earth
for that suite
tipped me $10
in that nice
overnight.
hotel
Thank you
in
very
Seattle.
much to Heaving Earth for a $10 overnight tip. And he says, I thoroughly enjoyed both Street Fighter V and Ninja Gaiden Black yesterday. I'd actually love to see more Morrowind and Ninja Gaiden Black put into the regular stream rotations, day or night. FYI, if you ever see me trolling, it's only meant in jest. I'm a huge fan of yours. Please don't ever quit DSP Gaming. Very nice. Thank you, Heaving Earth, for the tip. And then Spaced Ghost Lives.
So you're fine with trolling if they give you money.
Subscribed overnight as well. Space Ghost
Alright.
lives. So it's good to know that Space Ghost's been doing something since his show Coast to Coast got canceled.
I love Space Ghost Coast to Coast. That show was amazing.
Nice. Okay, hold on,
Those
guys.
interviews were
Crush this
hilarious.
bottle. Give me a second here. And...
Nope. No! I'm sorry, guys. I tried. I wasn't ready. I was petting the cat.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
And
I tried.
RFC5 also cheered overnight and says, man, a horror marathon this early. Are you going to do this again in October? Well...
If we reach the sub goal, I'll do it on Halloween.
Say that, and the reason I bring this up is because
that's the
next
goal.
month, for the month of September, our subscriber goal on the stream is going to be the Halloween Horror Marathon, which I do every year.
Phil.
So, we hit the subscriber goal that I'm going to set.
And your Patreon goal is to pick your costume, Phil? Is that what's going on? Or your tips goal to pick your costume?
You guys, the viewers, are going to be able to nominate
the style of
and
costume.
vote on horror-themed video games that I'm going to be playing during said marathon.
I wonder if Cat's going to show up for this.
You guys are going to be able to vote on the category of Halloween costume that I'll be wearing during the marathon as well.
I'm surprised he's not quad dipping on that one. He could have done that with
I ended up dressing up as Bob Ross, and it went down really well. You guys really liked the Bob Ross outfit.
A tips goal.
Okay.
Oh.
So this year,
I'm being happy little Jesus. No, we didn't like that Bob Ross. Bob Ross rolled in his grave because of that costume.
Celebrity, pop culture icon,
Beg Ross,
comic book character. You know, all the common categories of things that they have. And so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. But yeah, that's going to be the goal for the month of September. So hopefully we hit the subscriber goal, and then we'll have this really fun Halloween horror marathon going on Halloween. Very nice. All right, continuing on, Bambino has subscribed to the channel for 22 months. Thank you so much, Bambino, for 22 months of ongoing support. 007 Blaine, what's going on, Blaine? Haven't seen you in a while. I don't know if you're here on the stream today, but welcome, and thank you for 34 months of ongoing support. You're almost to the 3-year point when you're going to earn the cool rose gold chat crown. Very nice. Thank you.
It's not that cool.
Clean Up a
his
Man
chat badges are terrible.
Has subscribed for 4 months. Thank you for 4 months of support.
Yeah, she's not going to show up on Halloween. She'll be too busy at Jim's party.
To some tips. First of all, we start with the concerned African American. Actually, screw that up. It's Afro-American man who took me $1.95 saying that I titled my stream saying that I'm spooked, but that word used in a different version is a racial term that's very offensive to African Americans. To which I say, that's nice. I understand your concern. However, you understand I'm not using the term like that. And just because it might be a variation that is something offensive doesn't mean that I'm using it in an offensive manner. And essentially what I'm telling you is stop letting language have control over your life. I'm certain that words aren't offensive.
You block horse. People can't say horse. You have banned words list.
Might be close to it. It's offensive. You're giving context.
Good Lord, get baited.
A word in a negative way, and you're giving that word power. So you're basically being afraid of a fucking word, right? Is making it worse than it needs to be.
Ooh.
How about you just say, oh, okay, well, I understand that word's offensive if used in a certain way. It's not being used that way, so good. You know? That's ridiculous. Saying the word, spooky is a word that's always been used when it comes to horror or scary things. Time to grow up and stop giving words power when they don't deserve it.
But you have a band.
Let's all be mature.
Yeah, what if somebody calls him Fredo? Hey, Fredo, how's it going? I heard your streams are fun.
Okay, then. In the meantime, if you want to call me anything racially insensitive, you can go right ahead. I don't care. You can call me something, offensive to Polish people or Italians, and I don't give a shit. Okay,
oh, yeah, Fredo? Okay, Fredo.
H-Earth, who I believe...
I'm just going to call him Fredo now. No more Dark, no more Phil. It's Fredo. All day. Because apparently that's racist.
That's right. You can call me a Fredo whenever you want. Call me a Fredo.
What an idiot.
Pepsi Pip said, you filthy pasta American.
Wow. Phil, you better pump the brakes here.
Anyway, let's continue. Heaving Earth, he tipped under the name H-Earth. But I don't know why, because he had tipped under Heaving Earth earlier. But anyway, H-Earth tipped me $25. He says, very smart shit, brother. We're a bit early for October and Halloween season. Well, blame the marketing division of those game devs for that. Looking forward to the upcoming week and you finishing Control. I think you'll enjoy it. I think so, too. I really had a lot of fun with Control so far. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, how are you going to play off this horror stream today?
Earth, or
I've no...
H-Earth, because that's what he
no idea why you're gonna go ahead and play horror games in August.
Thank you very much for that.
It's really confusing to me,
And then
at
he
least.
gave me another $5. He said, "Did I mention you are my favorite streamer on Twitch, and that if you see me trolling, it's only meant facetiously? That is to say, all done in good fun. Super Blind Man and Maximilian Dude are my favorite streamers, but I still you're the king, brah." I think he meant to say, "I still think you're the king, brah." You know what? Those are both good streamers. So I support your decision to like them as streamers.
You
as well.
like
I
Super
think that
Blind
they're
Man
great
because
content
he tips
So,
you money.
creators.
Not because he's an advocate for the
love.
blind
Thank
gamer.
you very much for the contribution.
And you like Maximilian Dude
And,
because you don't want to seem like an
Very much.
asshole.
Thank you. Okay, continuing on.
It's not that you're
Get on
jealous
with
of
the
Max
fucking
or anything
stream,
like
give me
that.
$1 and says, "You talk like the world revolves around you every fucking
Gumshoe
pre-stream."
voice.
Jesus fucking Christ, man! Just start the stream, wake up. Oh,
What? You fucking clown. Come on. Read the damn
There you
thing.
go.
If you're going to read it, or don't. Say it's a troll tip and move on.
Someone's freaking out here. Let's continue. Philly Buckeye did a 50-bit cheer. He says you should wear a Jasper costume and give Jasper a goatee. Oh my god.
Have Cat dress up as a cat.
Wow.
Then reveal
And
her costume for
Philly
2K.
Well, all right. Philly Buckeye would have been the top cheerer, but someone else cheered more than that. So.
Ha, take
Let's
that, Philly
continue on.
Buckeye.
Gaming Tycoon tipped me $2 and says,
Nice.
"So you aren't playing Greedfall because of their track record, which is understandable. But what makes you drawn towards Blair Witch? It's the same shitheads that put out Layers of Fear 2, which was trash." Well, a couple reasons. The first is because Blair Witch at least has a tie-in to another franchise. All right, it has a tie-in
Okay.
to a plot from something else.
Yeah, exactly. He acts like a
Unlike
fucking clown.
Layers of Fear 2,
If he
which
wants to read
ties
the troll
nothing
theory.
and was an original concept that.
But if
fell
it's
flat on
just
its
a
face
normal
because it had
bait
no
cheer, he
ending.
would read it normally.
Okay. At the very least, we could get
If
some
he
chills,
identifies you
being
as
in
a
forest,
bait cheerer,
isolated,
he's
wondering
going,
if
I'll
somebody's
give you
stalking
gumshoe
us.
voice.
That's kind of a creepy premise, in my opinion. Now, you're absolutely right. The game may fall flat on its fucking face. You're right, Gaming Tycoon. However,
a Polish sausage costume.
thank goodness for Microsoft Game Pass. Because
That
I
should
didn't
be
have
the
to buy
vote.
the game.
Hey
Unlike
Phil,
Layers
dress
of
as
Fear 2, which I
food
paid like
for your
$30
stream for
earlier this year and
Halloween.
was so pissed.
That would be a fantastic costume. What would he
Dog
dress
shit.
as? A Polish
With
sausage?
Blair Witch,
A slice
I
of
paid nothing.
East Coast
A fan
pizza
donated
that's
3 months
authentic?
of
Maybe he'll
Game
be a
Pass to me,
penne
which
noodle.
allows me to now play the game in its entirety.
You'll just sit on the
and
couch,
zero
just
risk. That's why
look
I'm
at me play my
So
game.
there you go.
I am
Now,
so
in
good at
regards to
games.
Greedfall,
Pay me money.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to play it.
It'd be
Some people are saying it's
hilarious.
great. Some people are saying, they're skeptical. That's a game that it's basically a wait
He's
and see
talking
attitude
about
for
why
me.
he's
I'm
playing
not
different
100%
games
saying
pretty
I have
much right
zero
now.
interest and I don't want to play it at all, but I'd rather wait and see.
Yeah,
I'd rather
like
have other people play it
Full
first,
Body
see if
or
it's good, and if they tell me
Astral
it's good,
Chain.
then I'll
Skipping
in
those.
September, and that's the approach I'm taking. Okay, so hopefully you feel this is a legitimate justification for my choices, at least at this point. All right, continuing on. Jadif did a 300-bit cheer and says, "Hope we have a good time today." I hope so too. I think we're going to. Here's the thing. With horror-themed games...
Man, this thing is just
all right,
going on
it could be hit or
forever
miss,
today.
But the thing with horror-themed games
Eugh.
is that... hold on a second. Let me get you up on the leaderboard. Is that even if they're bad or cheesy, they're still entertaining to watch and play. You see what I mean?
I don't know. It
Like, even a
depends on
horror-themed
if you
game
get
ends up
entertainment
being,
from
like,
the
kinda
streamer
bad,
versus the
it's
game.
still funny. You can laugh at it.
An
You can
entertaining
have fun
streamer
with it,
could
you can make
play
fun
any
of it.
game and just have
It's
fun
much
with
like,
it.
much like a
And you
bad
could have a good
horror
time
movie,
watching it.
right? So if this ends up being so cheesy,
But Phil is just
cliche or
boring.
whatever,
He's going to
at
just
least we
sit
can
there and
laugh
just
at it
gamer face at that.
together and we
screen.
can have a good time versus another kind of game you might just be bored to tears. I think that these games will be entertaining today. I think we're gonna have, no matter what, even if these games aren't great, I think we're still gonna have a good day on stream today. I think we're gonna have a good time together.
Oh yeah, he's decaying. If you've seen his face the other day where it was just all droopy and saggy.
Yo, Big Pimp, can I get in
Yeah.
on a band? No.
He's definitely decaying.
All right, I gotta tell
On
you,
that,
this is one
on
of the
Twitch,
most hilarious
on
things
YouTube.
ever. All right, so this guy,
struggle
Wings of
busting.
ESP collab, was basically saying things constantly about Wings of Redemption, and he was violating stream rules and stuff. He got banned. Yesterday, he
Mean.
messages me. He sends me an email,
Okay.
and he says, "Phil, I'm really sorry that I mentioned Wings so much in your stream chat. Can you please unban me? I swear that I'll never talk about Wings again. By the way, my name on Twitch is Wings and DSP collab." Oh my god. I'm never going to mention Wings again, but Wings is in my fucking Twitch name.
Okay, so what's the point? It's just the name.
Anyway,
you can change his name.
I'm not even going to comment. We're just going to move on. Activists
Oh yeah,
give me
his
$1.
diet's garbage.
He says,
Those
"Why do
turkey
you have a
burgers
Christian
aren't helping
religion
him at
you
all.
having dread? You're not black or Rastafarian. Stay in your own lane, Fredo." Well, it's because, as you guys may not realize this, but I am a cultural appropriator. What I do is I absorb all of the important things about other cultures, and I claim them for my own, so that I can.
Is that why you're
further
listening
promote
to
myself,
world
everywhere
music?
on the planet? So, one day I may be Rastafarian, the next day I'm Chinese. That's what I do. I'm a full-on, 100% cultural
I'm a cult?
appropriator. I like to call myself the culture
Oops.
chameleon. Every day I could be something different. And I steal
What is
all
he
of your
talking about?
ideas and your cultural stereotypes for my own personal gain. I'm just a horrendous human, and I
Yes,
deserve
you
absolutely
are.
nothing good. I'm just a terrible person.
Yes.
And this is what I do. Okay? As you know, every day I'm doing something
At
different.
least you admit
on
it,
my
Phil. Thank
streams
you.
to culturally appropriate. So there you go. You've exposed me for who I am, and now I'm sure that I'm going to fade into obscurity for being a sick person.
You should.
All right. Continuing on. Someone named Dende got pegged. Dende
Wow.
got pegged. Tipped me $5 and says, "Can you go to Mundane Matt's home and check up on him? He hasn't posted in days, and
Oh,
I figured
no.
he'd be pinned down by one of his boulders." Okay, I don't
Not
even
the
know what the
boulders.
fuck you're talking about. I don't know who Mundane Matt is.
No.
I don't
Yes,
know
you do.
what the boulder. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
you're
you
referencing.
understand it.
But thanks for the $5.
Some culture chameleon right there doesn't even know streaming culture. Oh.
Continuing
Oh, no.
on, my barber has Parkinson's. What is going on? My barber has Parkinson's. Give me $1 and says he gave me a scratch and sniff goatee that smells like bacon and pennies. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck does that mean?
What? Phil, you're getting
What
trolled.
the fuck? This is going to be an interesting day. We're already off to an interesting start. I don't know
You
what
mean
the fuck is
mean
happening.
bacon and penne?
Burp
The
Lover
noodles, buddy?
20 cheered and said, "Phil, sorry if it sounded like I was an asshole last pre-stream. Also, I really hope you try Ill Bleed for Halloween. It would be your best horror stream." That's great. People keep saying it, which means it's a meme, which means that it must be something stupid.
What?
So there
Just
you go.
play the game.
Activists tipped me $1 and asked me to go
cares?
whack somebody. All right, so I got to clarify something for all of you. All right, I feel like I should do this.
What are you going to clarify first, Phil? What are you going to
Italians have gotten
explain
a bad
now?
rap thanks to Hollywood. All right. So this is
What?
something you may not know. This
Italians
is
got
time
a
to get
bad
woke,
rap from
everyone.
Hollywood.
Everyone ready to get woke?
Play the victim
You may
because
not
you're
know
Italian
this.
heritage, Phil. Go
But
ahead. Let's hear
Not
this shit.
everyone who's Italian is in the mafia. We're not all
Oh
mafiosi.
no.
And we don't
Really?
kill people.
Wow.
There are Italians who are. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
there are
really?
Italians who are in the mafia and they go out and they kill people. But
No
this
way,
is a very,
Phil.
very damaging and very incorrect stereotype. This
Oh,
is something
no.
that people have propagated all over the world.
Stereotypes? You mean like
Movies
when you
like
said
Goodfellas,
Pandally
Godfather,
isn't Asian, that
The
is all?
Godfather, Casino, and every other mafioso movie have given the Italian race a bad name, and I've had enough.
What?
I tell you right now, I'm tired of being treated.
Are you
like
just
a
clowning it
second-class
up right
citizen
now?
In this country, because people look at me like at any moment I might whip out a handgun and should blow them away, or I might pull like an Italian sub out of my pocket and start eating it, or I might like throw pizza at them. I'm tired.
How
of
about
it.
just wear a tracksuit?
So I'm not gonna have it anymore. All right, I'm laying down the law. The next time someone asks me to whack someone, I'm gonna call my uncle, and he's gonna take care of you. Let's put it that way. Okay then.
Nice joke, Phil.
So anyway,
Very
thank you to
funny.
Dollar Tip Activist. I appreciate that. Let's continue on. Mamma Mia. All right, 2-Bar King did 100-bit cheer.
No,
Thank you very much.
he just doesn't want to do
2-Bar
a
King
green
did
screen because it
100-bit cheer.
can't
I
fit
appreciate
behind
it.
his couch. That's
Heaving Earth
the
has now
excuse
gifted
he's
itself
used
to
before.
Kenichi.
You'd have to
Congratulations,
take down that
Kenichi,
soundproofing
for a
because it
4-month
was like
resub.
tacked
I
onto the
appreciate
wall, and
M.
that
Night
it
Shyamalan
would
Ding
ruin
Dong.
the wall's paint if
Actually,
they
think
got
M.
knocked
Night
down.
Shyamalan,
And then
right?
Jasper
Shyamalan
knocked
Ding
down
Dong.
one of those
Give me $1.
soundproofing
Plot
panels.
twist, the real
with
horror is
ease,
watching you wither
'cause it was
away
held up
before
by a
our
piece of
eyes. That's
tape.
right. In reality, every day that you're on my
Oh,
streams and you watch
he's
me stream,
thrilled that
is
he's
another
making
day that
money
you're
right
watching
now.
me
I'm
die.
surprised he's not
It's
starting
true.
it. He's trying to
Because
bait
every
out
day
to
we're one day
$50
closer
right
to
now.
death. And I've been creating content for the internet for 11 years, and I've been doing these daily live streams with webcam for 2.5. So every single day that you're here, you're seeing me
what?
die a little bit
I'm gonna
more.
go change it.
One day I won't be here anymore.
It's a live investigation. It's not of DSP's financial fallacies. It's of Fredo Burnell's.
Okay. Thanks for the $1 tip. Pastafarian Hat tipped me $1. And Pastafarian Hat says the following. Where does your creative growth come from as a comedic entity?
What?
It's about being
He's not
woke.
funny.
It's all about being woke. It's about social justice and
have you
evolving
been
with the times
watching too
and
much
not allowing myself to make any
Matt
kind of
Hardy,
racial
Phil?
stereotypes
Is that what's going
or
on?
jokes like that. It's about
Getting
being
woke.
very conscious of everything around me socially and being completely 100% acceptable to the strong left.
Oh yeah,
That's
he
what my
does.
key to
That was
success. I
that
wasn't
2200
so,
he got from revealing Jasper.
conscious of
That
all
money
that.
was
People
for
would
Kat's
find me
birthday.
offensive and would hate me and would run me right off the internet. But because I am so conscious of social justice issues, people love my streams and find me hilarious. So that's the truth. That's
But I
just
thought we
the
didn't
truth. I'm
like
totally not
politics
making
and
that
things
up.
like that. Things that
All
could
right.
be
Woman of
murky.
Medan tipped me $2. So now we're actually up to $47 in tips.
Oh, he's thrilled about that.
And
47
Woman
bucks.
of Medan says the following. I respect your decision to not play Astral Chain, but with the great reviews that it's been getting, it still doesn't even pique your interest. I thought you would be drawn more to good games rather than gamble with Medan and Witch, which are being deemed average. Here's the difference. All right? Even average horror games can make really entertaining streams and plays.
448 viewers
they're
right now.
very rare when we get
And
a
it'll
full-fledged
drop.
horror game. Astral
for
Chain
sure.
is an action-based game with combat. From Platinum Games, you know exactly what to expect from a Platinum Games game. You see, even
It's
if
a
it's the best
fantastic
Platinum Games game
adventure
ever
and
made,
fun.
You know exactly what you're going to be doing when you play a Platinum Games game. You see what I mean? And it's going to be repetitive. You're going to have a lot of repetition.
He
in the
just
combat.
turned up his
There's gonna be a
air
lot of people
conditioner.
complaining the game's
I
not
heard him
very
clicking the
interesting. In
buttons
addition,
and
when you have a
having
game
a
that's very
beat.
combat heavy, it means that I can't interact with the stream.
And I
as
can hear
much,
the fan
and then
kicking
people
on.
complain I'm not interacting as much and it's boring.
I don't
You
know
see,
why.
There's
I
many
mean,
reasons. I'm not saying
let's
again. I'm
see
not saying
here.
I'm not going to play it. I'm saying I
What
just
is my
wasn't
temperature?
initially impressed
My
and
temperature
or
isn't
in-
too bad.
in-
Down in
interested
Southern
by it.
Oregon.
Okay. Thank you,
What
YOLO
is it?
Vaco.
Let's
I am
see
having
here.
a good day.
Phone, tell me my info.
All right. Philly
Yeah, it's
Buckeye
like 70
shared, says, My
degrees.
parents are actually introduced
And-
to each
and this
other at a
piggy is
concert
just sweating
by
it
a guy
out.
in the mob. True story. There you go. See, there actually are some good mob stories when it comes to negative stereotypes about the mob. Maybe they do some good. All right.
Oh, they do, Phil?
I don't.
Are you
no,
sure
I'm
about
not
that?
involved with them, as I mentioned, I have absolutely no ties to the mob whatsoever.
But
and
he
that's
doesn't
my
have
story,
any
and I'm
problem
sticking to
running
it.
ops
I know nothing
on
about it, and there's no way I would
detractors,
ever
that's
have
for
had
sure.
any ties to that murder that happened back in Bridgeport. Okay, Michael J. Fox Barbershop tipped me $1 and said, "Glad to have you as a valued customer." Here we go again.
Oh,
For the
he's
$1
getting
tip, I don't know
trolled
how
for
you
his
talk about
hairline. That's what's going on.
Then
Fantastic troll
Bedazzled
tips.
Nutsack Sniffer tipped me $1 and has said a negative comment about Jewish people, which I'm not going to read. What is going
But
on
I thought you
here?
were an equal opportunist racist, Phil.
What is
I thought you were
happening
fine
today?
with whatever.
Retro Jim Cheer, he says, have you and Kat ever
Good job,
thought about
buddy.
taking Jasper out to eat at a pet-friendly restaurant? They make meals for cats
What?
and people. I didn't even know that existed.
What?
I seriously didn't. I'll be honest, I don't think Jasper would like that. He's a house
Pet
cat.
friendly-
He likes being around the house. We have a very nice house for a cat.
Restaurants.
It's huge compared to, say, an
All right.
apartment
I
or
mean, if
something.
you want to
know,
go
it's
with
a
your
lot of
puppy
space
dog
for
on a
him to
date,
roam
I mean,
around,
I don't
which
see
is
too
what
many
he
people
likes.
bringing their cats around, but
Um,
sure.
And I think because of that,
If I had
you
a
know,
dog,
he
I'd
likes
take
staying-
my
he's
buddy on a
when
doggy
we took him
date.
to the vet.
Why
Oh
not?
my god, he was terrified. He didn't know what the hell was going on, right? In addition to that, as we mentioned, he is front declawed. Not that it's our choice; he just is. You know, when we
It was your
rescued him
choice.
from
Don't
the
lie to us,
shelter,
Phil. Come on
he was
now.
front declawed. So when his previous owners had declawed him, so he has no defenses for anything. If he
Are
were
you
to get
sure?
free or
He
whatever,
can't
and
bite
if he were to
or
interact with other cats
do
or whatever,
bunny kicks?
He has no defenses. So
So I like to call him.
he's very much going to be a stay-at-home cat. We're not going to be taking him out at all unless we absolutely need to for some reason. Okay? But thanks for the suggestion. I didn't even know that those places exist.
Or
I didn't know there
Jasper.
were restaurants where you can get food for your cat as well. All right. Joe Rogan DMT supplier. Give me
Nice.
$1. It says, have you ever bit the inside of your mouth so hard that you had to taste your own blood and actually liked the taste? Yes, I have bitten the inside of my mouth so hard that I tasted blood. In fact, a couple years back, I bit it super hard, and it got
But you
bad.
like the
It was a
taste?
chunk of
What?
fucking meat that I chomped by accident. I was like, oh my god, and it took like months.
He
for it to
fails
heal
at eating
properly.
food too.
It was
Wow.
gross. Let's just put it that way.
This guy is amazing.
Have I ever liked the taste of my own blood? No. I don't want to drink my own blood. That's disgusting. Okay then.
Nice snake laugh.
All right, continuing on. Fred Flintstone cheered. He says, yabba dabba dab on stream. What's up, pimp? You're canceled for not being woke enough, comrade. Get in the gulag. All right, I'm going in. I'm not woke enough. I'm getting right into that gulag. There we go.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's just
Russian Love
rambling.
Machine cheered. 50 bits. Says, why would you even ironically mention politics? I thought the streams aren't all about that. What politics have I mentioned?
You've been talking about social justice warriors and stuff like that. Yes, it is. It ties into politics directly.
People are so confused. They
Get out of here with that shit.
About social justice is
you just only read Twitter. That's
oh
it.
God,
Twitter says this.
I didn't mention politics whatsoever. Oh my God. Anyway, let's continue on. Command run clownmode.exe has tipped me $5. Thank you very much to clownmode.exe, who is so offended by my joking that I'm a clown. I'm a dancing clown named Bobo the Clown.
Okay,
with a big
Bobo.
Red honking nose and floppy clown shoes, and I get out of a mini clown car with a bunch of other clowns, and I got an endless string of fucking handkerchiefs that are rainbow colored that come out of my pocket, and I got a little water squirting flower, and I got a fucking balloon animal coming out of my ass. Thanks a lot for the $5 tip.
I sounded pretty salty about that one.
I want you to know if you took care of that thing with that guy, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I took care of that thing.
Let's see here. Where is it? I think it's here.
Very nice. Now, this is a good one. The gender fluid person of Medan.
What? Clown?
Tip me $2.
Not a clown, right?
Astral chain actually isn't as combat heavy as you might think.
No, I'm not a clown, guys.
There's a
I'll just keep it over here to remind you what we're watching. We're watching Clown World streams. That's all we need to enjoy here at the DIA.
The game is also around 12.
Silly Clown World stuff.
Wow, there's a 6-hour gap there. I guess there must be a decent amount of side content then, huh? Well, all right, fair enough. Thank you for telling me that gender fluid.
Get on with it,
Dan.
Come on.
I appreciate that.
Figure it out, Phil.
And I hope that maybe eventually I'll get to it. I don't know. Again,
throat clearing. Keep in mind. Look at him clowning it up.
Excuse me. I hope that maybe I'll get to it
Clown.
eventually. You know, what I've been saying is that the month of September actually looks like the middle of the month is going to be kind of slow. FYI, there's almost nothing in the first 2 weeks. The first week, if I play Gears 5 early, there's Gears 5. The second week, there's nothing but Borderlands 3 and that Daemon X Machina or whatever it is, which I don't even know what the fuck it is. And I'm
do your research
Borderlands 3 because I don't think people would enjoy it as a co-op playthrough, and I think the game's going to be boring solo. So I may just skip Borderlands 3.
He goes, no politics, and then somebody donates about politics, and he goes, I'll give you my opinion on this. I don't like social justice warriors, blah, blah, blah.
Besides Gears 5.
And
so maybe I
it goes into politics derailment.
We'll see. I'm not promising it. I'm just saying it's a potential time that I could do other stuff that maybe I missed out on. Okay? Fair enough? Continuing on.
These throat clears are getting worse.
Just tip me $13.
Oh, Hank.
Are you ready for Frightful Friday? Thank you, Hank, for the $13 tip.
Disgusting.
I appreciate that very much.
Hank.
We're now up to $70 in tips, and we haven't even begun yet. Thank you.
This pre-stream has made him more money than majority of his good old Rage-a-thon yesterday.
That's a good one. Yeah, 2 horror games in one day is pretty crazy. Thank you for the tip, Hank. Appreciate that. Kate just cheered and said, Happy Scary Friday. Here's another one. Happy Scary Friday. I'm super hyped for Man of Medan. Also, the guy who plays Iceman is in this game. Oh, really? The guy who played Iceman in the X-Men movies? That's interesting. I don't know his name. I know who you're talking about, though. Cool. Dolan Dark cheered. He says, why did you get mad about someone calling you a clown? For me, there were moments when you acted like one. Don't deny it. Who got mad? When did I get mad?
He got big salty. We just heard that.
He got the tools of my craft.
Just because I'm a clown.
Mention, excuse me, the bottle of seltzer water that I squirt. I also forgot to mention when I say who.
What is this? Fredo Friday today? Come on.
Oh, let's see. What else did I?
I
forgot to mention the banana cream pie that I throw around and the big spinning bow tie that I wear on my neck.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this clown up here.
I'm not offended. I'm not offended.
We're gonna keep this clown here just to remind us who we're watching when we can't see his face.
The banana peel that I slip on. We can keep going all day if you guys want me to. Okay, let's continue. Mucus Masticator tipped me $1. Says, spew that sopping, wet, and sloppy throat mucus. Salivate for me, Big Daddy. Thanks very much for that $1 tip. I appreciate that. Nodule of Gonorrhea. Took me $4.20.
These troll tips are terrible.
And he says, let's see here. Wow. Wow. We just got a racially insulting joke about Italians. Now,
Okay,
I'm
we're gonna read it
Italian,
then?
so I can read this joke. No one else can.
Oh,
Anyone else
okay.
wanna read this joke on this
Then read
stream,
this joke,
it'll
Phil,
be found
and get
racially
banned.
insensitive, but I am actually Italian, so I can read this joke. You ready? The question is, why wasn't Jesus born in Italy? And the answer is because no one could find 3 wise men or a virgin. Wow. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
I have no reaction to this
Appreciate
joke.
that. Thanks for insulting
I did
my
not
race.
find that funny.
What the hell is this? Thickeramelia, I can't even read this name. Tipped me 50, or excuse me, cheered 50 bits and said, "Have you ever considered playing the original top-down Fallouts?" I have. People have
He would be so confused about
maybe I
those
should check
games.
them out. Okay.
But he would freak out because
but
he
I
could
never
kill
have.
children in
Maybe
it.
one day I will.
Yeah, I've never heard of most of these names.
Flower Mode is the new Fredo. Tipped me $1 and said, "Woo-hoo-hoo, shucks and tarnations, folks." That's right.
What?
And let's see here.
These trill tips.
The bedazzled Nucksack
terrible.
Cipher.
Again, throat
I'm
clears.
just gonna say thank you for the $1 tip, and we're gonna move on. I can't even read this anymore. I'm completely.
Oh,
you guys,
he's getting bugged
you've
by him
completely
now.
Flustered me. You guys have destroyed me. You've completely flustered me. I've lost all composure today. I don't know how I'm gonna get through these horror games. I'm gonna be like screaming like a ninny now. You guys have completely thrown.
Oh,
me for a
like
loop with this
earlier when we heard
I
him
don't know what's happening
call,
anymore.
you know, PewDiePie and Ninny for screaming. Oh,
right.
okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your support.
You wonder why I
so far
watch
on
my
this-
videos
on
before I
today's
stream
stream.
these?
I'd like to give a shout out to the top cheerers of the week. So let's give a rundown. The top cheerers of this week so far. In 10th place is oh my god. We have a quad tie. A quadruple tie.
Oh, wow.
So instead of
Yeah,
a 10th
they're
place
rings
placement,
trolls.
we
They
actually
have to
a
be.
tie for 7th.
From their
Motorcycle,
troll names and stuff like that. I
Rumpelstiltskin,
believe they're Wings of Redemption
55
trolls.
and Timbo Slash GB.
And
you
these
all for
trolls,
your support.
Phil doesn't
Although I
want to
find it
mess with.
suspect
They're
that
not going to
Rumpelstiltskin
stop.
earlier this week
You'll get these
pronounced
troll
in the stream
tips, and they'll
chat
get
that
chargebacks,
it
and
was
troll
his goal to
tips,
be
and
the top cheerer
chargebacks,
this
and
week.
troll tips, and
Here he is back for
chargebacks.
last.
And then all of a sudden, Whale Watcher
Goldfish is
shows
in
up.
6th place. The Last Rambo is in
And,
5th.
know,
RFHC 5 is in 4th.
those trolls
Philly
go
Buckeye
pretty
in
hard.
3rd. Jadov in 2nd. And Vash 7342 sitting there nicely in 1st place. Top cheerer of the week. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is it.
Oh, are
I
we
think
done,
it is
Phil?
time to
Can we
begin. I
can we
think
wrap
I've
it
had
up?
enough of these antics.
Because I'm not
Ridiculousness
watching your
on this
gameplay
podcast.
stream. It's going to be
I've
terrible.
been offended. I've been insulted, both personally, as a content creator, as well as my race as well.
Especially if
Everything.
this
I've
is
been
how it's
insulted
going to
on
be all
every level.
day. It's going to be
You
boring.
can only do so much.
It's going to get
You
old.
can only take so much abuse before, you break. And I've had enough. I'm a very sensitive guy, as you guys know. I can't really take a lot of
Yeah.
criticism. And certainly
Good old
I can't take a lot
Pewds
of
has a
insult.
nice looking wife.
And
He
I've had
has
enough.
a
I'm
trophy
done.
horse.
All right, I'm done being your punching bag for the day. I am. I've had enough, and now I think it's time for us to begin with content because I'm
Okay.
just not going to
Then-
stand here and
then
take your abuse all
play
day,
the fucking
all
game.
You
Get
guys
on
wanna
with
throw
it.
darts and knock me into the water pit.
He's trying to bait
and laugh
Schultz's
at me like
ears
a
right
clown.
now.
That's fine. You can do that.
Keep in mind, that's
But,
what he's
I'm
trying to
only gonna
do.
Put up with it for so long until I've reached my limit, and I think I may have reached my limit. All right, I've had enough. Okay then.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what what he's trying to
actually,
do. He's
my
trying to
phone- oh my
bait
God,
cheers.
My phone is like real low charge. I forgot to charge it. Hold on. Shout out to Silas Darko, who just did a 400-bit cheers, and well, now there's no more quad tie. All right, Silas Darko, thanks very much for bringing up the quad tie on the leaderboard, and also
Oh, wait a minute.
of the day.
He just hit sub count in his
I
chat,
should also check on
which is
sub count before we
626.
start. Let's check on that. We're at
Dude, these throat
626
clears.
still.
I'm telling you, he's going to
Very
try to
nice
go
of him.
ahead and say that he's sick.
All right, are you guys
Guarantee
ready
it.
for the Man of Medan? I hope you are.
We've been
Where
ready
you
for
are.
a fucking hour, Phil.
I know I'm ready. I've been ready all day. I've been waiting for this Man of Medan to come out and make himself known.
I could
And
do an
I'm
hour
tired of
less of
waiting,
a
quite
stream
frankly.
if you didn't
I
do
want
this
man
pre-stream
to-
for an hour and a
to
half.
Expose himself. So, let's go ahead.
But you keep giving me
Excuse
gold
me.
dust,
Let's go ahead.
and I appreciate it.
Let's
And I know
Man of
these
Medan
agents here with me enjoy it.
situated. Fuck the Man of Medan, says Heaving Earth Dog. Come on, man. Stop saying stuff like that. The man of Medan is also, I heard he's very sensitive. He's a very sensitive guy. All right. He's very woke. Okay. What the fuck? All right, guys, let's do this. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's start. Here we go.
Thank
Enough
God.
of this nonsense. I ended it. Okay, here we go. So silly. You guys are being a silly mood today. I don't know what's going on. I guess you guys are excited.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, Daxy
Okay.
Smurf's on there. No detractor.
Are we ready for the Man of Medan? Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen,
And
DSP here, and
start
welcome
YouTube. Hi,
to
YouTube.
a rare horror game playthrough.
And
It's
have a
time
good
for
day,
the Dark
YouTube.
Pictures anthology Man of
gonna
Medan
wrap this
from
up.
the makers of Until Dawn Supermassive Games.
I don't want to hear you explain it all. So, let's wrap it up. So we saw today that even a year ago when he was begging for money for his back taxes, that Phil isn't any different today. People came in, like Agent 420, and thought that we were watching yesterday's pre-stream. So Phil hasn't changed one bit. As long as I've known him, that he's done maybe a handful of improvements to his streams. He started live streaming 5 years too late. He went on Twitch and then stopped that, went to YouTube, and then he went back on Twitch and started doing stuff that he said he would never do on Twitch, begging for money, begging for subs, doing all that kind of stuff. So what has changed? Nothing. We get a guy living on his 11-year legacy, hoping to bring in his YouTube following into his Twitch sphere, into his hug box that he can control like a cult, in order to squeeze money out of them for playing games very shittily. I mean, that's all it is. That's all it boils down to. He's going to play these horror games here at August 30th because he's that smart of a businessman with his business degree that we heard he doesn't even use. So what is the point to all of this? Well, it was to show you guys that Phil is poorly managing all of his finances, even though he makes $100,000 a year on average, 10 grand a month from troll tips combined with wheelchair club members and whoever else wants to spurg out and splash money on Phil. Be it some big whale, some silly troll who wants to get his ups. I mean, the list goes on. But I just wanted to go ahead and have us focus on this, because with the hardcore begging season really kicking off now, with these new games that he's playing, the focus is going to be on his money. And it's going to run out through the end of the year. Of course, he's spending money on Kat's birthday. Or, I mean, personal reasons he won't share with us. But that's what it is. It's a staycation in a Seattle suite for his sweetheart. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal if he said that. But he wants to hide it. Because he knows people will get on him about spending all of this money on a hotel room 40 minutes away. And it's not a smart financial idea when you're going ahead and claiming that you're in financial debt and that you don't know if you can reach a bill that's due at the end of the month. So Phil is slowly digging himself deeper into his grave. People are waking up from his pignosis. Yes, a whale shows up every now and then, but still, like my good friend Special Agent GGG says, give the pig enough rope, he's going to hang himself. So, I will catch you guys tomorrow for probably a gameplay stream. We'll have a little fun. Play some Iron Banner and Destiny 2, I think, is what my jam's going to be. But I want you to have a good Labor Day weekend for all of you hard-working 9-to-5 suckers like me. And you damn well know I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to sit here and have a good time with Mrs. Proper. And we're going to have some fun planning up some other stuff. And we'll go ahead and jump into a Pig Roach Files on Sunday, as always. And we'll have a good time with that. And otherwise, just to have yourself a nice weekend. I'll see you Tuesday with an agent update. And hopefully next Friday with another live investigation. Because there's a couple other topics that are rattling around here in the old walnut. We got them dancing around. It should be a good time. And I think one of those things I want to focus on next time is Phil's alcoholism. Because, well, with this video that I'm going to make of only use me blade. Because I find this fascinating. Because Chris Hansen's on top of it. His interviews are perfect. He lays traps 20 minutes before you even realize what they are. If you haven't seen that interview, please go watch it. I've linked it in a couple different places. Thank you to you guys, though. You're what makes the start of my weekends fantastic. Every single Friday, every single Saturday, I get to start out my day here on a live stream with you guys. And it doesn't matter. It could be a gameplay stream. It could be restreaming Phil all day. It could be doing something just different. And I know that you agents out there are supporting the DIA. And it's through your interactions. It's through jumping in to go ahead and drop likes. Drop some comments. You know, JD's up there. Rob Allen's up there. Redskins is up there. Look at you guys. You're all here. Oathkeeper's there. You all show up. You comment. You view this content. You are a major reason why the DIA exists. And I can't thank you enough for everything you guys have done. We are almost to a year of the agency being around, and we're that close to 300 agents. We are, 6 away? 6 brand new agents. We're going to be there in a heartbeat. And we're going to have fun doing it. And that's the problem. Phil doesn't have fun anymore. It's a business. It's his work. This is a hobby for us. It's fun to laugh at the clown world stuff going on. It's fun to laugh at the dumpster fire that is Darkside Phil. It's fun to poke fun of other individuals who have their missteps. Don't think that they could get out of it very easily. They could change who they are, but they just choose not to. And they blame things like alcohol, like substances, like other people. But they can't reflect on their own missteps. And to me, that is not where you find personal growth. If you can sit there and say, hey, I fucked up. I need to fix the situation. And I need to eat a little crow. That stuff happens when you're an adult. You might be let go of a job. You might go ahead and screw up with your wife or girlfriend. Doesn't mean that you can't sit there and figure it out. And take some time. But we'll close it out with this. I want you to enjoy your holiday weekend, agents. Have one last hurrah at summer before we get into this hardcore begging season. Go out there. Have a barbecue with friends. Enjoy another 80-degree day wherever you are. I hope it's beautiful and you have a great time. Maybe you can throw back a couple adult beverages and laugh with some good friends around a grill. Because that's what life's all about. Experiences with those who you care about. Nothing more. If you can find happiness in that and where you're at, then you're in for a good ride. So stay safe out there, agents. Don't drink and drive. Get an Uber. Get a Lyft. Don't be like Phil, flopping all over in a hotel room because you just drank a handle of good old Tanqueray. And thank you for those who supported the DIA today. I never expect that, to be honest. I'm just glad we're having fun here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for some gameplay. So just show up if you want. And we'll have a little fun. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.